What's going on? My name is China. I'm the man and voice. We're back with another video live stream. If you're locked in, make sure you like the video. Very important. It's free. Subscribe to the channel and you turn notification bells so you never ever miss an upload. Okay. Shout out to everyone that's in the chat already. Everyone that was waiting. Let's get the numbers up. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Your boy, my name is China's back again. And we got a nice little live stream that we're gonna go and do. I'll just get straight into it. Before I even get into the live stream, we're gonna be reacting to a recent video that our friend Elaine The Pain has decided to go into another podcast, fresh off the controversy after the RTM podcast and the back and the forth of Clue. She's gone on to another podcast, and from the clips, what we've seen, and even from the comments on social, people started sending it to me, and they're like, "Chai, you won't believe it. You won't believe this woman is still going at it. You just won't believe the level of narcissism that she's still going at it." And they were like, "Chai, you need to cover this. You need to cover this." So I was like, "All right." And you know me, I like to do my reaction videos. Guys, like the video, please. I like to do my reaction videos where I just, I like to use the imagery. I like to make it real. I like to actually make it documentary style. You know how I like to do it. But I said for this one, I'm actually going to react to it. So we're going to get into it. So make sure you hit the like button, you subscribe to the channel, you turn notification bells. I appreciate all the new subscribers. We've been hitting mad crazy views a day, 6K, 7K views, 2.5 on the live streams. That's only happening because of you guys. So I know a lot of you people are definitely feeling, you guys are definitely feeling the content, and I'm feeling you. That's how I know, you know what I'm saying? So this is it's like boycott Elaine The Pain. She's talking about boycott Asian businesses. She's talking about weaponizing black men against each other, cursing out the dead, all manner of things. And then, so for her to be talking about boycott anybody, we need to, as a community, boycott Elaine The Pain. And this, for the majority of men, they agree with me, but this one is more really for women, because you have a woman here that really is being representing of your ethnic image. So you need to ask yourself, women, does she represent you? When you look at Elaine The Pain and how she speaks and how she carries herself and the way does she represent you? And if she doesn't, then you have an action obligation to actually, stand by what we're saying and to call it out. I understand when you're a woman, a lot of women don't like to be confrontation of other women, sister code and all the rest of it. But you can't allow people to lead you down the proverbial rabbit hole, as they say. And that's where I come in. I can support you. You just got to be over here supporting me, and I'll make sure I say the things that need to be said. And I will stand up for the women that and there's lots of women that are over here that don't agree, and they definitely letting themselves be known. And I appreciate all you women, because I know it's not easy, but that's why I'm here. I'm your big brother. I'm your cousin, man. Uncle Chai, whatever you want to call it. I'm the person that's going to make things, pattern up a bit, yeah? All right, so big up, Joey, Hackney, I see you. Good evening, and everyone. Yes, respect, bro. Respect. Okay, let's get straight into it. Without any delay. Without any long thing, any delay. All right. So, let's get into it.
Hey everyone, what's going on? I'm back here again with Unpackd. It's your boy Rakeem, and today I have another special guest in the building, my peoples. Oh man, this guest here, very, I wanna say there's been a lot of controversial topics going around her name. There's been a lot of things happening recently. So we're going to get into all of that. But first of all, I just want to let you guys know what you can expect in this episode today. So today, we know, and a lot of people know, that she's very passionate about our Black people. We're going to talk about how this all started. We're going to talk about, how she started and thinking about, boycotting Asian shops and Asian businesses and her reason behind this as well. We're going to talk about the issues that she generally has with our black men. We're going to talk about her issues regarding, some of the influences such as Clue, My Nature Music. We're going to get
Oh no,
into
no,
the
no,
whole
no! What?
American mass.
Hey, hold on a second. Wait, wait, hold on a second. What you saying? What, the man them are getting called out already? Hey guys, in the first few seconds, I'm already hearing names. I'm hearing Clue. I'm hearing My Nature Music. Hey, miniature. It's actually miniature. Hey, Mini. Hey, someone tell Mini that they're about to mention his name. Someone go at Mini on Instagram and tell Mini that they're about to mention his name in this, okay? Yep. Yes, bro, I don't believe we should boycott her, but she needs to learn from her mistakes. I hear that. I hear that. I hear that. Okay, I hear that, bro. We'll discuss that. We'll discuss that. Big you up, though. Um, Salute China. I just literally finished watching your Clue vid and you're gone live. The people said they want to see me more on the screen. They said to me, Chai, we want to see you more on the screen. We want to see you do more streams. So like you guys are here. I see over 34 people here already. Let's get it. Let's get it up. So as long as you guys pull up, I'll stream for you guys. You know what I mean? Hit the like button if you want to support the channel. You can. It's very easy. You just hit us with a super chat. You donate to the channel. And we'll get things started. Yeah. Cool.
Reporting her TikTok account, and she eventually got banned from her TikTok account twice. And we're going to also get into how this affected her mental health, how she's lost friends along the way, and the hate that she received online. But you know what? We're going to get into a lot more, and we're going to
wait just before we get into it, yeah, I just want to just let you know, this is kind of reminds me of like the Victoria Everest scenario, right? Whenever women always have a safe space where they can go to try to flip the narrative or try to control the narrative. Shout out to this brother here, man. Big him up. Big him up on his platform. That's one of the reasons I'm reacting to it, because I wanted to get more views to his platform as well. It's just interesting, like with the Victoria Everest scenario, even though she was caught on tape lying about a man raping her, she still was given a platform by Trend Central, and it was just essentially just there. She just used it as a platform to promote herself. So it's just interesting how men and women get treated slightly differently. So yeah, it was just something that I noted, but it's not the end of the world. It's just something that I noted.
unpack this properly. But peoples, let's give it up for Elaine The Pain, my peoples.
Thank you. What a lovely intro. I love that.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
So special.
Listen, first of all, before anything, I want to thank you so much for coming on and taking your time out to do this episode with me. I know you've got a lot of things to get off your chest.
Listen, anybody who is inviting me who is black, I will absolutely answer the call and the invite. So don't worry about it.
That's your problem, Elaine. See, that's your problem. Here, anyone that invites me that's black, I'm gonna answer the call. No. Not all skin folk is kinfolk. Let me let you know. This is why when you went on to Young Spray Show, you thought that was gonna be a platform. You came straight off the back of Winners Talk with Doug and Pound Sterling, who gave you a safe space and a platform to speak and to talk about your toxic rhetoric, right? They pushed back a little bit, but they didn't make you feel uneasy, or they didn't use it as a tool to kind of, push a narrative. But because you went to Spray's RTM podcast, you thought, I don't know what you thought, and then that led you into a rabbit hole of getting into a discussion about Clue and dissing Clue and speaking about Asians and we'll get into that. But you just can't go anywhere. You know when they say, listen, you can't eat from everybody's table. You know when they say you just can't stay around at anyone's home. This goes for the same thing for podcasting. You have to protect your energy. You have to curate the places you sit down. Like there's been times I've gone on podcasts and I'm just like, man, why did I put myself in there? Why did I put myself? But you're there, right? And you put yourself. So the only thing you can say is, you know what? Next time, I'm not gonna go through that again. Next time, that's not something I'm gonna do again. Do you get me? So yeah. But yeah, let's get straight into it. Guys, get in the comments, smash the like button, make sure you're smashing the like button. It's free.
for that.
So, and obviously I know that you've come from a very far, like you've traveled a long distance to come here. So I honestly appreciate that. And sometimes I always advise people, you know what, shoot that shot, because you never know. And the thing is, you haven't got anything to lose. And I'm saying this by, when I reach out to you, I always put in the back of my mind, she might not respond. Do you know what I mean? She's got like a huge following. She's got this, but there's nothing wrong with shooting, my people.
Right?
If you take 100 shots, you can't miss them all.
I love that.
But first of all, how you doing though? How's everything?
I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been putting out little fires. But yeah, I'm taking it in my stride, to be honest, one day at a time.
Yeah. No, absolutely, man. Absolutely.
What you mean you've been putting out little fires? You've been starting fires. You've been starting fires and you've been begging black men to put out fires for you. That's what you've been doing. You've been starting Asian fires, literally Asian fires. You started fires in the Asian community. Then from that, it pivoted into the black community. You started a fire. So you're burning the whole village down. You're burning our village down. You started the fire outside the village. Now the fire has now started affecting the village and the villagers. What are you talking about? You've been putting out fires. You've been starting them. Guys, we need to be... See, the reason why I'm going to react to this is because I don't like this woman. And the reason I don't like this woman, because she's a very dangerous woman and she's very unstable. And this woman has been attacking me for a while. But the difference with me and her is I'm busy. I won't just... You see, when people want your attention, I'm not going to give it to you because that's when you want it. I'll give you the attention when it's time. And now is the time for me to give you that attention. The same attention you thought you could give to me over Ginger J. The amount of videos these women made about Ginger J and his family and tried to draw me into it based upon Backchat, which is an entertainment TV show. You guys have no idea how that's done. But this woman has been repeatedly attacking people, including me, and trying to weaponize and say I hate black women. Let me tell you something, and I'll say this again. Any person, man, woman that tries to push that rhetoric, I will come down on you with that. I'm not talking, like, you won't understand it. You might think, why is Chai going so hard? It's because you offend me. You offend my mother. You offend my sisters. You offend my niece. You offend the women I date. You offend me highly. So if you push that narrative, you're going to... You just won't understand it. People be like, why is Chai on her? It's because you try to push that narrative. You try to use your huge platform and influence, and you think that anyone is scared on the internet. Like, we didn't come up with the internet. We're over here trying to make a change. Do you understand? And anyone that tries to push that rhetoric when I help black women and I do the most for them, I promise you this, the energy that I'm going to come with you, you're not going to like it. I'll make videos every single day and I'll react every single day. And the black women will see, oh my gosh, man, next time, hey, you need to leave that guy alone, Like, please don't push that narrative about Chai, Like, do you get me? The only way people learn is when you don't, like, let me tell you something. I don't come off this new generation. I come off the generation chat shit get banged. That's the generation I come off. A lot of people are feeling soft. Oh, this person. We don't feel... I'm being honest with you. We come from a different generation. So you need to leave us people alone. Because when you come at us, we're not going to fall back. Like, respectfully speaking. And when I say that, I mean this in the tools of we are internet ready. We have things set up. We're ready to go. Don't go with me because I go every day. And I'll just keep it real. Elaine The Pain, I've made some good money off you in the last few days. I'm going to keep it real. And I'm going to make some more. I am. Because if you dare to try to say that I hate black women, then that's defamation of character. And you need to pay me for that. But you physically won't pay me. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make an example out of you. And I'm going to run my videos. And shout out to everyone that's enjoying the videos. We're going to teach people a lesson over here. You cannot just use your platform to destroy people's name. And be careful the people that you try to do that with, because we got whole production over here. I got a whole studios next setup. Like, be careful, because we'll just start making documentary skits about you. Like, they're gonna say we're bullying, but we're not bullying. We're just being artistic. It's called being internet ready. Shout out to Bouncer, but it is. It just is. Like, and I just wanted to say that. But yeah, let's get straight into it. Hey guys, we almost got 100 people in the chat. Big up the chat. Hey, can we get 100 people in the chat? Wait, before I go, Let me just answer some questions. When was this podcast? No, this was after, bro. This was after. She shot this after. This is to do damage limitation because she's talking about new stuff that's come out. So this is recent. So even after everything that's happened with Clue, this woman is still chatting, bro. Could you imagine after everything that's happened when she's trying to act like, oh, well, squashed it. He wanted to squash it. He didn't want no smoke. You're still instigating it by going into platforms and speaking about a man's name. It don't make no sense. Yeah, very malicious woman. Salute, China. I can't tell you what to do. However, brother, you've got a mission. Don't make the same mistake as Elaine. The sponsors are watching you too. Yeah, look, listen, Corey. All right, let me tell you how this works, my bro. Okay, so we have an issue within the community, okay? You have men like me that want to talk about traditional family values, want to talk about building, want to talk about all the essentially good things, right? And then you have people that based upon whatever reasons, they want to come against people like me, like I'm the bad guy. When I'm not the one creating the broken homes, I'm not the one going out and spewing the toxic rhetoric. I'm not the one that doing these things to women, but I'm the one that trying to do. So it's like, in order for us to go forward, unfortunately, we're gonna need to. There's gonna have to be some casualties, my guy, and it's not gonna be me. Do you understand? I've taken the long route. If I wanted sponsors and if I wanted brand deals, I wouldn't be saying the things that I'm saying. Do you not understand what I'm trying to say to you? Like, I didn't go there. Like, I haven't come here for that. We'll do it the way we're doing it. It's working for me. I'll do it the long way. I'll do it the hard way, but I'll do it the right way. I'm not gonna sell out. That's why when things happen, like with the Getz scenario, I was one of the first people to call out Getz, but everyone was trying to make excuses. And I was like, what are you talking about? He licked him 60, 70 foot in the air and left him. He needs to plead guilty. What do you mean? There's no excuse because the industry is compromised. Nobody wants to upset nobody because they don't want to ruin their relationships because they want to get invited to the party. You see me? I don't care about that. That's not what, because if I have to compromise and lie and to turn my eye to injustices, then I don't want to be in rooms like that. Do you understand? It might mean that you don't get the big bag. It might mean you don't get to, then it is what it is. It's what you want. It's what you're willing to sacrifice in order to get what you want. And I'm not really willing to sacrifice. When they say your soul, what they mean is your integrity, things that you believe in. The moment where you start turning your blind eye at certain things, that's when you sell your soul. So yeah, man, like this is purely done because we have to fix certain scenarios. We cannot have women cussing out men, cussing out dead people, like cussing out. She cursed out Loon's mother. Like, this is disgusting. At some point, men, we need to stand up. It doesn't mean we hate black women. It means we love them. And we have a black woman that is destroying the image of black women. Are you not listening to me? I take women, you should take this very personal. Women should have a very big problem with how this woman presents herself. Particularly if you are Jamaican culture, because all of this patois, cursing out, it is a caricature. I've said it before. It is a caricature and a stereotype of what a Jamaican woman is supposed to be. And it only continues and perpetuates that image. The Sambo cartoon image of what a black woman is supposed to be. I'm telling you something. It's not about hate. It's about love for your community and love for the young women that are growing up and caring about their ethnic image. And unfortunately, you may not understand that people represent you. Look, for example, when someone watches Top Boy, yeah, and like let's say the average person, city worker, they're not from London, they watch Top Boy, okay, cool. And then the next day they get on a train and they see you in a tracksuit, automatically, they're gonna flash to Top Boy. They're gonna have images of Duchesne and Solly. Automatically, you have nothing to do with the Top Boy, but they watch Top Boy and they now see you in a tracksuit in a night tech. Doesn't matter what it is. Automatically, they're gonna have images of that, right? Because as a group, you have a group identity, you have a cultural identity, ethnic identity. It doesn't mean that represents you. It means that when people continuously see an image of something, they now add that image to other people. That's how people can be scared of people when they've never met them, just because of what they've been told, of what they've been said. Do you understand what I'm trying to say to you? So this is why you need to take You know what I mean? This is why you need to, take it seriously. So, like that's all it is, man. I hear you, King. I can see a bigger prospects than Elaine The Pain for you. Look, this is on the way out. She just done the video, bro. You got to remember, is also this is personal to me. She's attacked me. I want you guys to understand something. Us as men, there's not a lot of things that we can do. We can't put a hand on women, rightly so, and I never would. Get me, unless my life was in a danger and I had to get myself out of that scenario, then I would, and I would just get myself free from that situation. I don't believe you putting your hands on women. But the one thing we have are our words. But what we have is now we have a scenario where we are being told that as men, we can't even use our words. And then at that point, where do we get to when we can't even use the words we have to defend ourselves? And then that means as a man, you can just be disrespected. You can be all manner of things. You can't use your words. You can't make videos. You can't post people's pictures of their mum's house up. You can't do anything. And it just becomes a scenario where basically men are just being attacked and they've been told to be attacked. And that's not fair. You know what I mean? And I would hope that if anyone has sons, or you do not raise your sons to be, you wouldn't raise them to be that way. To be where, you know what, you just go to and allow people to attack you and be horrible to you. Like, no, don't raise your sons to be victims. Like, raise them to be king.
We're gonna take this from normally when I come here, when my guests come on the show, that we usually get into the beginning and stuff like that, and I'll bring. But this story here is a bit different. Do you know what I mean? It's different because there's so much to unpack. So we're going to start this from the beginning, right? How did this all started? Like, what made you say, you know what, I'm going to, I need to speak up and I need to, address a lot of issues. So let's just take it from the beginning, talk to me.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I've always been in support of the South Asian community. I've always championed them. And I've always kind of respected what they did. It was only up until there was a small black boy who did, well, not small, but a young black man who did an interview with someone, and he raised kind of questions about, what the South Asian community does with the black community, what collaborations do they do, whether they integrate in society enough, and all of those sorts of things. I never thought anything of it. So I was just like, okay, cool. It's like a TikTok video, whatever. And as you do, you scroll to the comments, and there was just a litany of racism, and it came mostly from South Asians. And so I was just like, wow, is this what they really think of us? Like, this definitely opened up my eyes, because I always thought, they're with us, they're a minority, they're one of us, they get it. But I was like, well, these sorts of attitudes don't align with that. So I then did.
Why would you? Okay, so, all right, first of all, everybody's racist. Every community is racist. This is the facts. Everyone has prejudice and everyone has racism against other communities. Why would you think that Asian people, like, this doesn't even make any sense? I don't know how people were raised, because my mother told me everything. Like, I'm African. Like, listen, why would you think everyone is racist to some degree? That's just it. Like, you can't be like, history will show you that. History will show you that everyone is racist to some degree. Okay? All right? So you had a bad experience with a few people, few Asian people. Were they racist? Yeah, I agree. They probably were racist to you. Do they represent every single Asian people? No. So this is what caused you to start your war against the Asians. Okay, let's go.
The TikTok live asking, like, do you feel like you've collaborated with black people? Do you feel like you've integrated? Like, I was asking South Asians, and South Asians were coming up and saying that basically black people don't work hard enough, that we should have jumped at the opportunities, that it's not their fault that they're in the position that they're at. Just these sorts of attitudes.
What are you talking about? So what? Yes, black people need to work harder. Yes. What are you talking about? They're not, everything they said was right. That's not racist. What do you mean attitudes? This is what I'm trying to talk about. Listen, guys, there's a mindset, right? There's a mindset. There's some people that are just lazy and they want to blame the world for all their problems. They want to blame other people. Like, they want to blame. And you know what's dangerous about what she's doing? This is very right wing. This is what they do. So when people are frustrated about the outcomes in their life or the lack of outcomes, they start looking for the groups or people to point a finger at. This is what they do with immigrants all the time. This is why they start talking about all these people coming over and taking our jobs. When people become frustrated about the lack of opportunity or what they see as lack of opportunity, the weak-minded and the uneducated will start to look for individuals rather than, you know. So I'm just gonna make you aware of that, and it lets you know someone's analytical thinking. It lets you know their IQ level when they start to blame races for stuff like. Okay, so just be aware. It's something that's quite right wing, and it's something that you see that happens all the time.
And then after that, I got more racism from that community on TikTok. More racism. And then I did TikTok live again. And I was like, so I'm receiving a lot of racism. Why is it that I can't question your community? Because if you know me and you know my content, I'm about Black people anyway. So I'm operating in the interests of Black people. So I'm asking the South Asian community, what do you do for Black people? Or what do you do with Black people? Because if you want to keep it fair and just, the same way Black people light up white people and criticize them for not including us is the same thing I'm going to do with your community. If you know me, you know Elaine The Pain. It goes the same. White, cussing, Asian, you're getting cussed.
Hold on, let's talk about this. You know Elaine The Pain, white, cussing, Asian, you're getting cussed. Ladies and gentlemen, since when was cursing people out a form of... This is the lowest form. Okay. Let me break this down to you. If you need to string a sentence together and you cannot end your sentence or debate without swearing and cursing, you have the lowest intellect. Okay, it's an indication of low IQ. When someone can only express themselves in slurs, okay, in rude words, it lets me know your education level. I do not engage or have discussions with people that swear in conversation with me. You'll see on podcasts, if someone starts swearing, especially when I've just met them, I'm going to ask them, can you not swear? There was a time on the Pearly Thing show, a girl swore at me and I was like, can you not swear? She's like, oh, that's how I speak. I was like, I can promise you this, you don't speak to your work colleagues like that or your parents. You don't speak to someone you just met and start swearing. When you start swearing, that's an aggression. And a lot of you women don't even understand that swearing is an aggression. If I meet a man and he starts effing and blinding, I'm going to take that as an aggression. It's an aggressive stance. You don't meet someone that you do not know and you start swearing. And if you do that within the circles of people that you do that, that's fine. But I don't know your friends. So you just can't swear at me. It's disrespectful. It's rude. Ladies and gentlemen, you're going to discover something. Man, then we need to start standing on business. When I say business, on like, men do not allow people to swear like that they've just met at them. It's disrespectful. I'm just tired of this rhetoric that's been pushed about the community and this image. So for her to be like, oh, I'll curse. It doesn't make you smart. It makes you very stupid. It makes you very unintelligent. I'm trying to be very easy with what I'm saying. But the more I discover about you and your upbringing, and your mother was a crackhead and you was raised by your sister, I get it. It makes sense why you speak like this. You're completely classless. So I have a very big issue with people that curse and swear, especially when you just met them and they're trying to normalize it. We're not going to normalize it for our young women and for our young men. We're not going to normalize it. We're going to teach them that when you speak to people, there's a level of where you speak. We want them to go into life and to do better, but you want them to be cursing out in patois.
Black, you're getting cast. You know what I mean? And so I got hit with more racism. Then I decided to go on a live because someone sent me it, and it was these 4 South Asian men. And, you know, I joined the live and they were like, oh yeah, let Elaine come up. It's like, cool. And then I was just like, what is the issue here? Like, I'm asking questions. And then they literally started calling me a color bandor, which I think is like a black monkey. They started saying, where's your wig? Where's your hair? You black bee, you this, you that. And I was like, listen, I'm not going to tolerate the racism. I have a conversation with you because clearly you guys are triggered, but I'm not going to, I'm saying like tolerate the racism. There was just more racism, even in the comments. So I took it down and then I did a video and I was just like, look, this is what the South Asian community actually think of us when we ask questions. Why is it that we can't ask questions? I want understanding. And then I did another TikTok live and I was like, black people, if the South Asians don't respect us and they don't lift us up in the best light and they don't think of us in the best light, why do we spend our money with them? It's the same with the white people. If white people are racist towards us, they don't see us in the best light, why would we spend our money with them? And so that's how kind of the boycott got started.
I get you. And in terms of like when you saw that video of this in the beginning that you were talking about, young boy, and he's black, right? Yeah. So what would the, like, do you know maybe what their reasoning was for them? I'm not saying it was right, by the way, but what was their reasoning for them to come at this black boy and making these remarks and stuff? Was this just out of nowhere, or
no? He was asking because I think it was like a white interviewer that when you do those street interviews, and basically I think it was like a white interviewer that was asking him like, what do you think of like South Asians or whatever it was, and I believe he was just like, he was like, oh, they're taking the piss. They don't collaborate. They don't integrate. They only hire their own. They only do business with their own. And some of those sentiments I did agree with. And that's when I was like, okay, well, he has a point. And obviously that triggered them. And that's when the racism started.
Okay. That is for you, it was more like, there's a reaction for the action. And I get that. Do you think that because of what happened and those specific people, because here's the thing, you have every right to defend yourself. So if you're getting attacked verbally online and stuff like that, and you're getting called out these names and etc., you have every right to defend yourself and represent your peoples.
Absolutely.
I'm here for that 100%. But also, but with that being said, because I know this race, it went a lot more further than, in my eyes, it's supposed to. Do you know what I mean? And you're a black sister, like, you know what I mean? That, like, I see you as a sister, do you know what I'm trying to say? So, but when it came down to, like, you said something along the lines of like, we should start boycotting these Asian shops, businesses, and etc. Let me ask you from your perspective, what experiences have you had besides, of course, getting attacked online and stuff? When you go to these Asian shops or restaurants or businesses, should I say, generally speaking, like normally, what's your experience like?
Yeah. So, obviously black women prop up the hair industry in this country. And the South Asians kind of have had that industry on lock, right? So when I go into the hair shops, there's a South Asian man on every corner. There's cameras on every corner. You feel like you're being watched.
Why are you worried about cameras? You trying to steal something? Why do you care that the Asian men got cameras on the corners of the shops? Melissa, are you trying to steal a wig? I'm confused. I'm very confused. She said something interesting there. Black women pop up their hair. Yes, you do. Let's talk about this. The majority of people that need to actually boycott their hair shop are the women. It's not the black men. Like, if you're talking about yes, let's talk about how much money you women spend in the wigs on your hair and beauty. Yeah, let's talk about that. The hair on your head right now, where did you get that from? Was that African sourced? Was that made in Africa? Was that? Or Jamaica? Was that made in Jamaica? That hairpiece you got on your head? Because if we're gonna talk about it, we're gonna talk about it. Because if we're gonna talk about it, we're gonna talk about it. Honestly, like the jokes write themselves. The jokes honestly write themselves.
And when you come in and you patronize their business, you don't want to feel watched. I don't go into a Tesco or a Asda. Yeah, there are cameras, but you know, the same way the white security is following me, I don't want to feel that way. And that's how we feel. Even when we go into their shops and ask, okay, well, what does this do? Or what does that do? They don't really know about our hair or anything like that. So it's just like, wow, okay, you don't know about our hair, but you're the main ones that supply it and all of those sorts of things. Also, when it comes to, I didn't really notice it until somebody pointed out, but apparently, well, not apparently, because this has actually happened to me. When you go into a South Asian corner shop and they give you the money on the counter instead of putting it in your hand. Now, to me, that screams that like there's some sort of attitude there where it's like you don't want to touch me or touch my hands or whatever the case may be.
Oh hell no. Wait a minute. So now she's saying when the boss man puts the pound down, he don't want to touch your hand. Do you want to touch his hand? Why do you want to touch the boss man why do you feel entitled to touch the shopkeeper's hand? A couple years ago, nobody wanted to touch anybody. We had all masks on. And now you're trying to talk about, he puts the pound down because he doesn't want to touch my black skin. Are you stupid? Listen, this is what people would do. When people are reaching. I'm confused. What do you want to do? Do you want to shake? Did you ever try to shake his hand and he said, I don't want to touch it. Move your black hand for me. Be gone, black wench. Did he ever say that? Like, I don't want no one to touch me when I go out. When I'm outside, don't touch me. Don't touch me. And I want to pick, because what we're going to do is we're going to pick apart her whole campaign, okay, her whole beef. And so far, we haven't seen anything tangible. It's based upon micro. So it's not on a macro level, it's on a micro level where she's experienced these things, okay, anecdotal level even. But we're not going to take that away from her. But it doesn't make it macro. It doesn't make it everywhere, right? These could be purely anecdotal. But now we also found out what she's saying is he put the pound down because he doesn't want to touch my black skin. Stay with me, guys. Hit the like button. It's very easy. Shout out to all our new everyone that's new in the chat. Big you up. Subscribe to the channel. Notification bells. Never miss an upload. Let's go.
That's how it makes me feel.
Have you seen that with others, by the way? Sorry to cut you off. Like, have you seen that? Because I know exactly what you're talking about, and I've experienced that myself. So in terms of like, you give the money in their hand, and then when you get the change, it's just there on the counter. But have you seen this with other people that are other than black, for example?
I've not seen it because I don't really frequent around a lot of other people apart from black people. Like my family, my friends, they're all black. I might have one white friend and she comes around black people. I haven't really seen it with other.
But I'll be honest with you. Today I went to a African shop, and it was the worst service. I'm actually annoyed by it because I was on the phone. Shout out to Speedy from Sinners. I was like, yo, I'm not gonna hot up that African shop because I don't got, like, that's not what we got to do. But I can tell you that I'm so disappointed. I'm even angry even because I was going past the shop and I see the shop and I've never been in there, and I was in the different ends and I was like, you know what? Let me go in the shop and support. I said to him, should I support the black business? I was like, yeah. And then I was like, you know what, Elaine? I even said it. Yeah, Elaine The Pain. Yeah, what do you know about this? So I went in there. I've gone to go get some jollof rice and some meat, and I'm trying to get a deal. I'm like, what's the deal? Like, what's the jollof rice and meat? And basically, there was no deals. It was like you buy the rice and then you buy the meat, but they were selling the meat individually. I've never been somewhere before that they sell meat individually. I said, can't I just get meat and can't I get beef and jollof rice or chicken? They're like, yeah, you buy it individually. I was like, individually? What, it doesn't come like in? I've never in the history of buying food from any type of African or Caribbean, I've never known where they sell you. That's like them selling you the curry goat each or the oxtail by each oxtail. That don't even make no sense. That's what they did to me today. And even when they've given me my food, and I was like, oh, I looked in, there's no cutlery, can I have cutlery? Why do I have to ask for cutlery? The service was so, I'll be honest with you, it annoyed me, and it just made me realize when I go Turkish shop, when I go Turkish restaurant, the way they patted me in the Turkish restaurant, yeah, the way listen, I'm from North London, the way even a cheeky Curvan, just Curvan will just go Curvan. Look how they'll treat you in Curvan. So let's not do that. Sometimes a terrible, and today I experienced terrible service, and I'm talking about, I haven't even eaten my food yet. I'm going to eat it, but the service was terrible, and this is African people. Like, nah, man, they charged me, bro. Listen, they charged me for each meat. It was like £2.40 each meat. So I bought the rice, like £8, £2.40. They wanted to get some plantains to get me, and then I would have got 3 pieces of meat, but I just felt like I was getting bumped. You know what? In your mind, you're just like, no, you know you're being bumped, but you want to get food, but you don't want to, like, you know when you go to something like, it's been at carnival, and you know you're getting bumped for the food, so you eat, but you're not gonna get too much, because the more you eat, the more you know you get bumped. That's what happened to me.
Ethnicities, because other ethnicities, if I'm being honest, don't really shop with them as much as Black people shop with them, right? So they are in our communities, and they have a lot of businesses within our communities. If you notice how other communities shop and interact with each other, it's more so within their communities. And that's the thing that I want to get across in terms of Black people. You need to start patronizing each other's communities and working on buying from your own.
What's corner shop like for you? You know, you always have that, and I'm not sure the area that you stay in, because it's not, you know, like how it would be in, like, you know, West London, North London, Northwest. But I'm just saying, in your area, like, do you have like that, you know, you always have that typical uncles, you know, regular, you know, the uncle, you come there frequently. Do you have something like that in your area?
Yeah, absolutely. I had one corner shop, the guy, he asked about my family. He's very nice. Do you know what I mean? He's very nice. I'm not painting them all out to be this way, but I'm just saying, the same way we paint the brush to white people as being anti-Black and having racial bias. We know not all white people have that, but we do know that there's racial bias in their community, and there is anti-Black, right? So why can't I say that about the South Asian community, where you are anti-Black and you have racial bias? We're not saying all, but it's the majority of your community. Now you need to do something about.
How do you know it's the majority of the community? When you say South Asian, who are you talking about? Are you talking about Bengalis? Who are you talking about? Pakistanis? Sri Lankans? Punjabis, Indians, Gujarat? Like, who are you talking about? The South Asian community is not one person. Do you understand? It's made up of different entities. So who are you talking about? Who is your beef with? This is how you know someone's completely uneducated, because you're grouping whole different ethnic groups together who actually, people have beef, historic beef with each other, okay? And you're grouping them all into one thing. So who is your actual beef? Who is it with? Who is it with? Who is it with? The shopkeeper probably read their energy, and if you know about energy, it's not good to let strangers touch you. Energy is contagious. Well done to the shopkeeper. This woman's bad. You don't want that energy. Come on, man. Like, look how her energy is through the screen. Imagine what it's like in real life. So Matic says, I know we don't like this woman, but let's not pretend this ain't it. I don't know what that means, but if you mean that I'm not supposed to be doing what I'm doing, I don't understand. Like, because her war on the South Asian community, that was one thing. Then it spilled out to a civil war, trying to create a civil war in our community, and trying to weaponize and get content creators, and talking about 20. She got 20 soldiers. She got 20 soldiers. Elaine says she's got 20 soldiers ready to step. She says she has 20 soldiers ready to step. Well, I want to ask Elaine a question. If you have 20 soldiers ready to step to beef Clue, okay, you got 20 soldiers, all right. Why don't you ask them same 20 soldiers to put £500 each together? Why don't you ask them same 20 soldiers to put £1,000 each together? And to do some business. But no, you can get 20 soldiers to try to pressure Clue because of your actions and being disrespectful to the dead, okay, and doing too much, and you're 6'6" man that will bust his brain, and you don't know who we know, and I will rifle walk over your body. You have 20 soldiers for that, but you don't have 20 soldiers to put money towards your movement. You are not a leader. Guys, this is what I'm trying to say to you. You got to be careful who you follow. You have to be careful who you follow. You have to be careful who you follow. You have 20 soldiers ready to step, ready to pressure black men. You have 20 soldiers ready to put pressure on other black men. But you don't have 20 soldiers ready to put money together towards your movement. To show that, you know what, 20 soldiers, let's put money towards it and start a shop, a hair shop, a small one. But no, this is what I'm trying to say to you guys. It's very easy to talk the game. It's very easy to talk the talk. But just look at their actions. 20 soldiers ready to fight black men and potentially kill each other based upon what? Elaine The Pain. Don't you understand what happens when black men link up? What's wrong with you? You know how this goes. 20 soldiers ready to step. Who will rise up for me? Who will defend me? Even though you've got a man, we won't even get onto that. I even feel sorry for him. He seems like a cool guy. He just wants to be out of the mix, but he keeps getting himself found up in the mix because you won't shut your mouth. You've got 20 soldiers ready to inflict pain upon another black man, but you don't have 20 soldiers ready to put money towards your movement. Your movement, what movement? Boycott Asian, buy black. No, it is beef black. That's what it is. Guys, she wants black men to fight each other over her because she can't hold her mouth. Nothing good. I will not stand by. Let me tell you what's going to happen is no black men are going to go each other. No black men are going to fight each other over Elaine The Pain. This is one thing I will ensure. No black men are going to injure themselves over Elaine The Pain. I will not stand by and have that. I will not allow that. It's not just black men like Clue. It's the black men she wants to weaponize. Listen, where's her black owners? This is what I'm saying to you. You have 20 black men ready to step up to cause beef, to fight, but where are the 20 black men ready to put the money? Get all those black men ready to step and get them to put money and start your hair shop. And start your hair shop.
That because black people have raised it. Now you need to make a change. When I asked them to make a change or talk about it, I got hit with racism. So that told me everything I need to know about how articulate this community is. And when they come up against criticism, I'm met with racism because how dare a black woman question the South Asian community?
And also, like, in terms of, like, of course, in terms of racism, you have, for me personally, like, the way I look at it, like, it's with everyone. Like, here in London, whether it's white, whether it's Eastern Europeans, whether it's Asians, and I can go on and on and on. You're going to find racism in every ethnic, background. So, I mean, I completely hear you. Now, we're going to take it to the next level, where we're going to discuss, of course, where we start, like you spoke about, boycotting the Asian shops and Asian businesses and etc., because you feel like they're they are taking over. Was that the right word?
No.
Okay, sorry. Could you maybe elaborate for me?
Yeah, sure.
Go on.
From my conclusion and what I found that the South Asians don't necessarily respect Black culture or Black businesses. And you can see it in how they have taken over and made it convenient to serve us, but give nothing back.
How have they taken over? Nothing is stopping you from opening up a shop. Let's talk about it. Nothing is stopping you from opening up a shop. You got 20 men there that want to fight and kill Black men, but they don't want to help. They don't want to open shops, but they want to kill other Black men. We're already showing you where you've got wrong. You got 20 people there that can rise up. Do you get me? £1,000 each. That's 20 grand. They can start something. Do you get me? Okay, look, listen, let me break it down to you. So we have 20 people. We have 20 people. Okay, cool. We start. Even if we say in 3 years we want to save money, 20 people. Forget that. Let's take that away. Let's do 4 people. Let's do 4 people, and we say that we're gonna work for 3 years and we're gonna save I don't know 20 grand each. In the next 3 years, we're gonna work so hard. We're gonna save 20 grand each, 2 for 60 grand. Try to get that. And the next 3 years, 4 years, we'll do whatever business. That's cool. So, and then when we start and we open up and then we open up another one. There's nothing stopping us. Do you understand? There's nothing that stops a Black person because we do open businesses. Shout out to all the Black-owned restaurants that I was just complaining about one. We open restaurants. But we don't want to have a convenience shop. We don't want to have an off license. You can have one. Go look at the Turkish man. They're open all 24 hours. They're just there. But what do you see outside? You see a big car. Every time you see the Turkish man, what do you see? You see a big whip, because that's how he enjoys. Because he drives that big whip home and he drives that big whip to work. And then he's in the shop when you wake up there, when you need your stuff, and he's there when you come in the middle of the night, when you need your little Rizla, whatever you need, he's there. When you're running to go get your juice, your condoms, he's there. Boss man is there. Boss man is always there. But when the man them open something, the man them want to go out and be flying. Let's talk about it. Listen, we all have industries that cater to us. Man, they want to do property. They want to have car rental businesses, car washes. They want to have these are man them businesses, and it's fine. These are businesses that tend to match more with who we are, right? But you can go open up a corner shop and sit there the whole day, but it's boring. It's a slow grind. And then guess what? In the morning, you have to be back open there at 5 a.m. to open up and to get the newspapers. Do you get me? And you can have that as well if you want that life. But guess what? You don't want that, do you? Do you get me? You don't want that. When we grew up, I'll be honest, when we grew up, black people had more businesses, like their families had businesses, but the man them didn't want to take over the business. So, because if you go to, like, I'm from Cameroon, come look at Cameroon, everyone's selling something. Everyone's got a business. So this mindset that we have over here is because people don't want to be business minded. Like, you can open up any type of shop that you want. Like, shout out Crepton Conan. Every day they're just doing something. They just did another thing. You could do whatever you want. And if you really want to learn, go and speak to a South Asian business person and ask him how he did it. They'll tell you stories. Like, it's not going to be easy, but you can do it. But pointing the finger and acting like, and don't ever get this twisted. I'm not saying that there's not certain things in positions and people can be racist. I'm not saying that. But this is not a reason. We are the most freer than we've ever been, with the access to the most tools that we've ever had, and the most opportunities to make money and to be successful. We are not living. This is not fresh out the civil rights. Like, we can pretty much do anything you want. Does it mean that there's not obstacles? Of course there's obstacles. Does it mean that people are? Of course people are racist. Does it mean institutional racism? Of course it still exists. But it's not a reason why you need to wake up and move around with a chip on your shoulder. Woe is me. It's not the reason.
right? We pull up white people all the time in terms of inclusiveness and diversity, right? White people have departments.
I said, I see a little thing from her.
Hey, what am I doing? I'm flicking. Why'd I go there? Sorry, bro. I'm flicking. Why'd I go there?
I said, I see a little.
Asians don't necessarily respect Black culture or Black businesses. And you can see it in how they have taken over and made it convenient to serve us, but give nothing back, right? We pull up white people all the time in terms of inclusiveness and diversity, right? White people have departments just for diversity alone, right? So when I'm looking at the South Asian businesses, there's no inclusion policies or departments. There's no divisive policies or departments. And when I'm looking at who you're employing your community, your people from your community alone, right? And even if you are in the industry where you're serving Black people, I would expect you to hire Black people, and you do not do that. It's the same with white people. If white people were taking Black culture and serving us and all of those sorts of things, we would be like, oh, there's a lot of white people in here, but there's no Black people, right? We pull them up all the time. All the time we pull them up. So why is it okay and, glossed over that the South Asians are okay to employ their own, they're okay to just put their own, they're okay to just do business with their own in a Black space? That to me is crazy. And I called out.
But they don't just do business with their own. They don't just you do realize some of these shops, they're small shops and they employ like family members and certain things. Elaine, do you want to work in an Asian shop stacking the shelves? If you do, I'm sure they'll employ you, because I know a lot of the man them don't particularly want to do that. Do you understand? I know a lot of the man them don't particularly want to do that. This is okay, cool. Women can work in any fields. A woman can work in construction. Shout out to women construction. She can work in an oil rig, for example. She can work in as a mechanic. All of these industries that I'm speaking about, she can work for the council and waste management and collect the bins and all the rest of that, right? She could work in removals, all of that. But you don't tend to find women in those spaces. You tend to find them in spaces that cater towards them, that take to be more STEM business, right? That's because people will go to what caters to their personality. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? People will study things that cater more to their personality, and women go to certain types of work and men go to certain types of work. Does it mean that a woman can't do a man's work? Of course not. It just means that she will do better, and majority of women will go to certain types of work. And it's the same thing in business. People will open certain types of businesses just because based upon who these people are. And a lot of the times we have to be exposed to other stuff. But the difference is now we have the knowledge. So, if the Asian man is there every single day or the Turkish man every single day, and you're giving them and you're buying your bus pass or the time or top of your Oyster card, and you're getting your little chocolate and your sweet, and you're doing all these little things and these little pennies and that, he's not there every single day because he's not making money. He's there because, but you walk past the shop and you disregard it. But he has to stay there every single day. He has to be there. It doesn't matter if he's sick, doesn't matter whatever. He has to open up for you guys just so you can get to work. He has to put his life on hold so your life can move. Are you listening to me? He has to put his life on hold so your life can move. This is why when the riots happened, in Tottenham, we always talk about don't attack the small businessman, because why are you attacking the boss man for? He's just there. He's not big business. If you're gonna do anything, you attack the business with insurance. You don't attack the one man trying to raise his shop and you're cracking his windows. That's not what you do over here. If you're angry at the system, you attack the conglomerates. You attack the big PLC companies. Those are the people you attack. You don't attack the little boss man who's got a shop and he's just trying to feed his family. That's wrong. These are small shops with tiny profit margins. What she's talking about, diversity policy, give me a strength. It's easy to start your own business, but if you have governed system against one specific group, that system will introduce tactics to crush the. You sound like a victim. This is what I'm talking about. How about you open your shop first, and then when these people do this thing to you, let me know and we'll come and cover it. But go and open up a shop first before you start talking about systems in place to stop you from. You already have been a victim already, and we don't like victims over here. Go open up a shop. Let these people pressure you first, or make it hard for you. And when they do, we can cover it. But until then, you're just fear-mongering and you're pushing the consistent rhetoric of victim mentality. Go open up a shop first. That's just go open it up first and then come and tell me how hard it is. Because if not, all you're doing is just chatting. Do you get me? If not, you're just chatting. Yeah, like this is because the things that I'm saying, they can be put up to task.
Okay, cool. And do you feel like because I mean, instead of like boycotting all Asian shops or because I'll be honest, like, yeah, there are places where I have amazing experience and the staff are amazing and etc.
Yeah.
But I've been to a few places where it hasn't been like that. Do you know what I mean? So I can imagine, like, there's one video where I've seen on your page, and correct me if I'm wrong, there was this guy that was recording a black auntie, and she was like, she was one of the staff, like she was behind the counter serving food, and he was recording her.
Yeah.
And I can't remember exactly what he said, but it was something along the lines that he had a bad experience. And I think you commented on that or said something and said, you shouldn't base up a restaurant just for one bad experience. Is that correct?
Yeah, so I'll explain. So with that video, because I've got a lot of comments on that video. So basically it was a Caribbean takeaway, right? And the stigma for Caribbean takeaways to explain to you that this is a process. We are 40, 50 years behind everybody else. It's not going to be easy, but you need to come with love and you need to come with grace and understanding. You don't know that she might have been overwhelmed. You don't know, right? So instead of being like, oh, kissing your teeth and marching out and all of those sorts of things, you need to complain. Complain to the owner, complain to the manager, keep complaining until they change their behavior. All the other communities do it, but for some reason, we have, I can't bother to complain. It's too long. And it's an investment. It's an investment in your community. And if you want it to thrive and if you want it to grow, demand that they do better. That was all I was saying. And it was not even just for that particular business, because I said it's no excuse to have bad customer service. But I said in future, when you come up against, negative experiences, try and change that. And I'd be like, talk to the owner. They're not unreasonable. And it's the way we communicate with each other. It's different from all the other communities. It's the way we hail up each other and say, I wanted to spend my money with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm spending 30, 40 pounds. I'm trying to feed my family, whatever. I come up, this one woman, she weren't great. I want to bring people here. I want to spend my money with you. I want you to have a great Christmas. But that customer service thing, you need to check that. That's how we talk to one another.
Do you know, I hear you. And do you know what it is as well? There's been moments where I've had bad experiences in a specific Asian restaurant. But that has not stopped me from going to another one. Right. But it just, it happens, you know what I mean? It's not, it never crossed my mind, you know what, I'm never coming to any of you guys again. Do you get what I mean? And the thing is, with the Black owned, it's not as, we have limited, especially when it comes to restaurant. Of course, it's not as much as the Asians do. So the Asians are running it. But again, I've had amazing customer service from some, but I've had bad experiences for some. But I've been in positions where,
for real, I don't know why she's doing that. Because it really is the Turks. The Turks are the ones that run it. The Turks are the ones that run it. Do you understand? If anything, it's the Turks that run it. If anything, it's the Turks that run it. I like how you call that out, because if anything, it's definitely the Turks that run it. You know what I mean? Pick you up. Anonymous, I see you. Pick you up.
I'll be honest with you, I can't even be bothered to complain, or when it's just, I'm just one complaint, is that going to make any difference? But at the same time,
you have that mindset.
But at the same time, I'm maybe now thinking about it, it's maybe my complaint would add on to all the other complaints that have happened, and that could be the striking moment. Right. But it never, you know what? Normally, it just never crosses my mind. It's do you know what? It's cool. Do you know? I've never really had a go at any staff members or whatever and stuff like that. So, for example, in this instance with the delivery driver, he was there. He was not a customer. So it will be very hard. How long before he now has another job at another Black restaurant, a Caribbean restaurant or whatever, where he needs to pick up food and drop off? The chances are going to be very slim. So I hear what you're saying. And that auntie could have had a bad day and stuff like that.
Just been rude.
But here's the thing, though. How many non-Black businesses do you see, right, where the staff are literally I could tell he's itching and he wants to say something, but he's trying to stay nice. Do you know what I mean? So it's all about also composure. Instead of thinking about your all of this pride and ego, why don't you not think?
I saw that. She said she wasn't gonna. She said, I'm not boycotting because they're nice to me. What do you mean you're not boycotting them because they're nice to you? What are you talking about? If you're Black and disagree with Elaine, she'll be quick to call you a sellout and coon, can't engage. She'll call you a raccoon. She'll call you a jellyback. She'll call you a Dundas. She'll say you hate Black women, and then she will block you. Is this our what, mate? I have to laugh because I'm just this is who's come to save the Black community. This is our best and our brightest. This is why they'll laugh at us. This is the daughter of a crackhead that can't control her mouth. This is who we're gonna put on the global scale. This is why they laugh at us. You know that, right? Only in the Black community, we love the platform. For example, shout out to the man that been jail and that and changed their life around. That's cool, man. But It's like everyone that has to be platform is an ex-drug dealer, ex-gang member, changed his life around. Do you think everyone had to go to jail? What about the guy which was in the area? He knew the man that did his thing, but he didn't get involved. He went to uni, did the hard work. Why don't we use these guys? But every single day on TV, they want to talk about ex-gang member that changed his life. They want to make you believe that every single black man was in trouble and then he changed his life. There's loads of men that just go through. Do you understand? And our job is to highlight this because I keep telling you about the ethnic image and I keep telling you about what they're trying to push. And if you're not careful, you'll be complicit in it. So when you allow people like Elaine The Pain and these behaviors and be like, oh, you know what, I don't want to call it out, and it's black women, and you allow it to fester and it becomes the ethnic image of black women. So when people start looking at you or treating you a certain way, you can't get mad because this is who they see. This is who's going viral. Like, you get me? So like, we don't listen.
Think about the business. Do you know what I mean? What's good for your business? Like, even if you get shouted at, why not calm this person down? Because this person could be another customer, and not only that, but he could be your referral. You know, and how can we send this message out to aunties like this? And how could they also maybe our generation, not our generation, but our aunties and parents, their generation, they don't think like the way we do. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, you don't want this, get out of here. Do you know what I'm trying to say? But maybe have, you know, family members that are in our generation and employ them, get them to help you out. Because this is, again, about, you know, pushing each other. Do you know what I mean?
That's a great kind of segue into an episode that I did in terms of, like, you know, the financial standing of the black community. And I was talking to an investor, but I made the point in saying that, you know, with our black businesses and stuff like that, the reason why other communities can pass it down is because they not really force, but they demand their children to work in their businesses. It's no, oh, you know, we'll try. No, this is our culture. This is the way we do it. And I feel like we've lost our culture from back home. We need to bring it back, right? And what does that mean? I told you need to come and work in the restaurant on Saturday and Sunday. So that's what you need to do. Because one, you're teaching your child discipline. Two, you're teaching them how to run the business.
From young.
Right? Exactly.
Yeah, from young.
Right? And three, it's all about them learning a new skill. So if they can't make whatever shake, then they have something to fall back on because you've taught them a skill. And I feel like black people need to start teaching their children skills that they know and that they can learn. You already do it. It's your job. So teach them.
And give them a little cut.
Bro, how are you talking about what black people need to teach their people? Like, I'm confused. Your mother didn't teach you anything, though. Your mother was a drug addict that was too focused on trying to score heroin and be Bobby and Whitney, and she left you to get raised by your sister, who has not done a good job because you clearly lack class and you just are rude, belligerent, and disrespectful. So how can you talk about anybody what they should be teaching their kids? Nobody. Where was your dad? Do you and your sister even have the same father? You look completely different. How can you be commenting on what people need to be taught? Nobody taught you even basic manners. How can you comment on what people should be teaching the black community? You are poison. How can you comment? How can you? I'm being serious. How can you comment? Yeah, she's trying to go on tour, but the thing about her, she's going to cause even more damage. But we'll let her do that
as well. But here's the thing, though. Like, I've been in. I remember certain individuals growing up that were actually not making any money. It was just purely based upon, this family business. I'm helping the family. Yeah. This is him. And I'm talking about our black peoples, by the way. Yeah. This is him staying out of trouble and stuff like that. I get all of that. That's cool. But what has this young kid to look forward to? Do you know what I mean? Other than him learning, he's not going to know that at that age. But if you combine learning with, hey, I give you some change.
Yeah.
Change ain't got to be crazy.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? But something in the weekend just to be like, you know what I mean? Oh man, like I've got some peas in the pocket.
It's a motivator,
Exactly.
isn't it? It's a motivation for them to come back. You know, like my sister had a salon. She had a salon for like 10 plus years. Then she had a takeaway.
Nice.
And she got me, she was like, okay, you need to open up the shop. This is the hair salon. She said, for the summer, you need to open up the shop 6 days a week. Come in, because I was off then. I'd finished school. She was like, you need to open the shop at 7 a.m.
And she's talking to you basically. Yeah, I got you.
So I used to get up at 7 a.m. and she gave me £50 every week to open up the shop. And when she came in, I could go and do what I wanted to do.
That's it. And that's £50 for the
right,
it's opening up, and that's just to open up.
Opening up, that's it.
Yeah. Not even working.
No, just opening up.
Yeah.
You know, I did like odd jobs around and whatever
that's
it is.
Light. Yeah.
But, you know, I got to see how she ran the salon, you know, the customers, the employees, all of these sorts of things. And it's amazing meeting people when having that responsibility really did build my confidence as well.
That's right. See what I'm saying? That's right. And this correlates back to, of course, instead of boycotting Asian shops or businesses and etc. Instead of maybe like focusing on what they are doing or not giving back to them. Because here's the thing, like I told you, I've got corner shops, I've got uncles that, you know, the regular corner shop uncle, they're all nice to man. A lot of restaurants, all nice. They serve properly. You always will find certain individuals that are not going to be like that. And that goes for every business, do you know what I mean? So instead of thinking about, hey, let's not shop from these people, how can we as a community do things better? So, like, for example, I told you now, like certain kids work in shops, family shops, and they work there for free. That's not going to motivate them. Another thing that I've noticed is having...
Hold on a minute. It's not going to motivate them. Why must it motivate them? Do you think it motivates the little Asian kids or the Turkish kids when they're in the shop? It doesn't motivate them, but they still go and they do it. It doesn't have to motivate you. It doesn't have to be... Do you understand? It's just what we do. Go look at the Chinese shop. Whenever you go order Chinese, there's a little Chinese girl, little Chinese boy, whatever, and he's there and he's in the mum's shop. That's it. I remember when I was younger, they used to be like, oh, I have to go to my mom's shop. I have to go to my mom's shop after school. I want them to play out. Oh, I have to go to the shop. I have to go to the shop. That's because they were being taught from young. It's because of this shop that you have the life that you have. Like, it should, like, tell the kids, listen, lights, food, clothes, all your games, your PlayStation, everything's because of this shop. Make them understand the link between me waking up and going to this shop and everything that you have and the nice house and the car and whatever it is. The kids will still understand that when they get to a certain age and they can get whatever they want based upon the fact that their dad's created a business, trust me, they will understand.
There was this thing that was on your page as well that this brother was talking about, and that hit me. I was like, you know what, that is true to a certain extent, and that was to a certain degree. That was we're not poor, we just have poor spending habits. That is so true. Like I'll tell you, and I'll give you one example, right? A brother could have a business, right? And I've seen this so many times. A brother could have a business. A black brother could have a business, whether it's clothing, whether it's hats, or anything that he sells, right?
Listen, whether it's clothing, whether it's hats, big up Mitika. She says, look, a salon is a need, it's a want. The problem is we need black businesses and unsexy businesses. That's what South Asians do. Look, you knew whether or not your business was a business in the pandemic. Because if it wasn't, they was telling you close down, hair, beauty, that's not essential. That's not essential. That's not essential. All the shops, they were essentials. That's what people needed. Hair, no, that's cosmetic when it comes down to it. Do you understand? So, like I said before, we know how to open businesses. We just don't want to open unsexy businesses. We want to open sexy businesses. But sometimes it's like farmers. Like being a farmer is not a sexy business. You wake up early. Do you understand? You work the whole day, but it's a rewarding business and they fight for it and they want to pass it on. There's a reason why. but it is not a sexy business. It's going to be a hard working business. Do you understand? But look, you can become a farmer. Look at Fecky. Shout out to Fecky. He's got a farm, but he shows you how hard it is. Like, Fecky actually shows you how hard it is to have a farm, but it's still worth having. It's still worth fighting for.
Rather buy from JD, Foot Lockers, whatever, or go online and buy something from Boohoo Man or whatever before they actually buy from their own brother, let alone a black-owned business that you don't even know.
Mhm.
Their own guy, like, that they've grown up with. And then he has the cheek to say, do you know what? Let me promote that for you, right? Yeah, just drop me one and let me promote that for you. And I'll show love. And I'm thinking, that's not how you show love.
Mm.
How you show love is buying from him, and then you promote that thing. Do you know what I mean? Likewise, if a brother has a restaurant, don't come there as a family and thinking, yeah, no, that's cool, man. My cousin owned this place. He got us. No. Do you know what I mean? Maybe if I had a business, maybe on the first visit, I might show you love. I might give you certain things for free, dessert, drinks, things like that. Do you know what I mean? Like, I go overboard with it. But don't get used to it. This is my job. Like, this is what I'll really work hard for. Do you know what I mean? And a lot of brothers turn to really abuse that system. Take this shirt, yeah, I'll promote that, and not buying it from the brother.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
That's where the problem starts. So when I also mean with poor spending habits, it comes to that, because you're going out clubbing every week and you're spending bottles and whatever and all sorts on these girls that you're probably not going to see the next day, and that don't have no business, and they're just there for a shopping spree. But you can't support your boy, man. You know what I mean? No, I'm being for real though. Like, they'll book out tables, 400, 500 pound table. And that's like not even the drinks involved. Do you get what I mean? Just to have this visage, this look where girls could come to that table. So brothers would do certain things. Do you know what I mean? Hey, listen, I'm just speaking for, do you know what I mean? This is just pure facts. I know a lot of whether brothers are going to hate me for this or not, but this is pure facts. So that's where the problem lies. The problem lies, why are we not, having this, or businesses and shops? I even said, you even told me, we're going to get to that in a minute, about people shop at Amazon before they buy from a black-owned business. Do you know what I mean? We'll get to that in a minute. But I think this is the problem. The problem is not that we should boycott these Asian shops or businesses. We should focus more on ourselves.
All right, Mirka, don't kill me. She says, there was a WhatsApp group 6 to 8 years ago to start our own hair and beauty wholesaler. But guess what happened? Black people started using the group to promote raves and their merch businesses. You're not lying. I remember, I heard about that still. Listen, all we want to do is a motive. We want a brunch. You guys love a brunch. Hella brunches. Black people love a bit of brunch, a promotion. They love to do promoting events, sexy events. You get me? Sexy events, sexy. I feel the main thing we need to work on is mindset. As China says, we know how to open businesses. We don't know yet how to work together en masse, and it feels this is a good starting point to work on. Yeah, look, this is what I'm trying to say. Like, I think that's a very good starting point to work on. We know how to open, we need to work together. Like, even the stuff I'm doing with this Elaine The Pain is to teach her lesson, and ultimately she needs help. She doesn't need to be speaking on platforms. She needs to be getting serious help, because this is not who we need speaking for us. And she's been out here attacking men, including myself, and we were ignoring her. I just got time. Do you know what it is? She picked the wrong one with me. You see all that cursing and all that loud shouting and all that? It's not going to work with me. Like, it just won't. What I'll do is I'll expose you like I have, and I'll make videos about you every day and streams about you every day, and I'll make money off you, and I'm going to frustrate you. And then people are going to say, oh, Chai, please leave Elena. What, the bullying that was bullying people, now she wants to play the victim. We need to teach people that bullies. Let me tell you about bullies. Whenever they get bullied back, they don't like it. Okay, so she's been bullying people up until Clue stood up. And then she realized what happens when them actually stand up. Up until now, men have been letting her get away with it. But she picked the wrong one. And the difference was with me is I've been ignoring her, but now I got time. Do you understand? I was always going to address her. I just was busy. So don't make her think that, oh, because she was talking about me and talking about Ginger J and trying to say I hate black women. Up until a week ago, she was trying to at me and I ignored her about 2 years. But then once I had time, that's when I was like, right, I'm going to keep going. I think this is my 10th video on Elaine The Pain. 10 videos, Elaine. I can do another 10. I could do another 10 real quickly. And the reason I want men to understand this is because they strip us of our, they want to strip us of everything that we have, including our voice. You will not strip me of my voice. No one can. Do you understand? You haven't built up my audience. You haven't paid for my equipment. You're paying for, to be fair, Elaine, you're paying for some new equipment that I'm going to get, and I'm going to tag you. I'm going to make a video when I get that. Thank you. But you will pay for this next, but so far you didn't pay for this. So how can you tell me what I need to do or what I need to say? You didn't build my platforms. You didn't give me a platform. You just was another person that thought that they could use their platform and have their following to try to bully me. But I'm not, you can't bully me, man.
And fix where the problem lies before, but without even thinking about them. Let's leave them out of it. Whatever you say, you're always going to have individuals, right? That are going to come for you. That's going to be an online thing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But talk to me.
So one thing that I would disagree with is the necessity of the boycott. And the reason why I say we need a boycott is because I'm looking at how the South Asians have positioned themselves in our community. So if we're talking about spending power, if we're talking about spending with our own, you cannot go to another community to spend, right? So if we're talking about the South Asians and how they've set themselves up on the high street alone, they own chicken shops, corner shops, dessert places, restaurants, petrol stations, mobile phone shops. They own literally the majority of it. So if we don't hone in our spending, because you're right, it's our spending habits and where we're spending our money, but the boycott is necessary because it secures that I can't right now, I'm investing in my community and I can't spend with your community until my community is good, right? I've given my context as to why we need to boycott. It's not about them. It's about Black people and how, they spend for their convenience, right? It's easy to go to the corner shop. It's easy to, but you're still spending.
What is she talking about? Like, I'm confused. Is there she's saying they own the chicken shops, they own the phone shops, they own the corner shops. What is stopping you from getting your money together? You know what I'm saying? To getting a lease together, getting your business together, business plan, whatever, getting your stock and opening up a shop and having a phone shop. What is stopping you from having your own phone shop, from going and studying how to fix phones and going and getting a unit and setting up and getting your stock from online, Amazon, whatever your phone stock, and starting it, putting a little internet side of it? What is stopping you? What is stopping you? Like, I'm sorry, I can't believe a Black person is saying something traditionally that we've heard from, let's be honest, white English people that are saying, oh, but they're taking our jobs and they coming in our areas, and that's what it sounds like. I can't believe you're saying this in 2025 as a grown adult with a straight face. I just can't believe, like, the victim, this is real victim mentality.
Little, but often you're still building that community and not building your own, right? So if you're telling me, oh, don't boycott them or whatever it is, the South Asians own the majority of where we spend our money. The food shops, they've even have big bowlers, African and Caribbean food, right? They have that. And who is behind the counter? It is South Asians. They make millions from Black women in terms of hair products. So the boycott is necessary.
Who is forcing your fat self to go and get that hair? I'm sorry, I'm getting annoyed by this, man. I'm getting annoyed by yourself. You take your big self and you go to packs, you go to all of these shops, and then you go and buy the hair products. Yeah, black men tell you that we don't want this. We like women with natural hair, but you don't listen to us. You say, "Oh, stop speaking on black women's hair." Then you take your money to the Asian man and the white man that push the Eurocentric hair and beauty standard upon you, even though your black men repeatedly tell you, "We do not want this. We do not want this. We do not like this." But you tell us stop speaking on black women's hair. So you let the white man sell you an image of what it is to be a black woman. Then he sells you that, right, on a corporate scale, on the billboards. They tells you all of that, right? Then the Asian man understands that you women want this, so he then goes and gets the products to sell it to you, and then you get mad. No one forces you to go and put your money and put that thing in your headpiece. No one forces you. No one forces you. No one forces black women to go to Asian men and go and get their head. No one forces you to do this. I'm tired of this excuse. This is victim mentality 101. You blame everybody. Now you're blaming the Asian man for selling you the hair that you want. I can't believe this. I cannot. If Asian men start boycotting black women buying hair. How about that? Asian men start boycotting black women. Even though they wouldn't do it because they make too much money. So they'll be like, why would we do that for? But you should just do it just to make black women angry. Say, no, we're not serving you because you're black. We don't want to serve black women no more. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens.
Because what I need to do, I need to redirect the black money into the black community to drum up some sort of financial circulation. So when we're buying from our own, then we start opening more shops, then we start having more accessibility to our own stuff because our own people are selling it. The South Asians do it. The J community do it. Even the Turkish people do it. Interesting.
The J community do it. You know what? Everyone knows that they can't speak about a certain community. Do you see what she done there? She mentioned South Asian, she mentioned Turks, but when it comes to another community, she was like the Jays. She didn't want to say it. Why is that? Why is that? Why is that, gentlemen? Ladies and gentlemen, you see what she did there? She mentioned every other community, but when it came down to another community, she was scared. She said the Jays. Who are the Jays? It's crazy.
Right? So why is it that black people need to be told, oh, don't boycott, don't this, don't that? All the other communities do it silently, right? But with black people, for some reason, only our community are told not to do this, not to do that. You can't do this. It's divisive. Excuse me, black people can do what the hell they like with their money. If I want to boycott a community because I want to redirect my...
We got a victim here. You better be a woman, because if you're a man speaking like that, then you're a simp. We're going to handle you. The black race are washed respectfully. Other races stick together no matter what. Look how black women get disrespected by black men. You don't see often in other races. That's because in other races, they respect their men. The Chinese women respect the Chinese man. The Asian woman respects the Asian man. The white woman respects the white man. There's no such thing as a strong Asian woman, strong white woman. What this narrative of a strong black woman? This is the reason why. Okay, all of those other races they follow their men, but black women don't. So what you're proving the point of what I'm talking about. Do you understand? We have women that are disrespecting their men. We have women like Elaine The Pain that are disrespecting black men, weaponizing them black men, right? This is part of the issue. Because our black women won't fall into line. So when Ginger J said, oh, black women, you don't know your place, he's talking about Elaine The Pain. She is exactly who Ginger J was talking about. Yes, she doesn't know her place, because when she wants to beef, she wants to start causing beef with a man and then run into the police. She doesn't know her place. She's loud, rude, obnoxious. She curses. She swears. She calls people out their name. This is the dead. She is the worst representation of a caricature of that Sambo, black, angry woman and Jamaican. She embodies all of it. She's not intelligent. She's not articulate. She's the daughter of a crackhead who did not raise her because she was too busy trying to score. So that was a negligence, and child protection issues, and she was raised by a sister who clearly did not do a good job. So now we are being led by the daughter of a crackhead. Are you okay? I'm sorry. Maybe you guys are gonna follow. No, not me, mate. Not me. Not me. It says a lot about you.
My money back into my community, then that's what I'm going to do. I've given you the context. I've given you the intent. It's not about targeting the Asians. It's about redirecting Black spending habits, which you rightly said, back into the Black community. So a load of people don't like the word boycott, but that's what it is. That's what I've chosen it to be, right? It's about financial power and pulling that back into the Black community. That's all it is.
No, I feel you. The only thing, do you know what? Well, of course,
Yeah, I like the interaction, guys. Guys, smash the like button. I appreciate all of you guys. If you haven't done so, subscribe to the channel. Guys, put the little bell, the little notification bell. It means whenever I post up a video, it means whenever I go live that you're gonna know and you're gonna be in the know. Yeah. And I want to read that. She won't challenge you because she knows you, bro. None of them will. ZZ Mills. None of these women can debate with me. I'm too intellectual for them. And this is not me. It's because I read too much, and I generally am really intellectual. And I come from a good home. And my father told me, son, before you speak, make sure you know what you're talking about. So before I go into any types of rooms, I'm fully versed in what I'm speaking about. You guys come in here with buzzwords and comments from blogs, and you think you're going to be able to debate with me. You're not. You're going to end up getting rude and disrespectful. But guess what? When you do it, I can do it too. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, stay in your feminine. It's the best way to protect yourself. Do you get me? The moment you start going into the masculine stuff, you lose all of that. Oh well, I'm gonna be nice because she's a woman. I'll treat you. You want to act like a man? I'll treat you like a man. That's the truth of the matter. You know what I mean?
we're having a conversation, and we can have difference of opinions. Do you know what I mean? So
if you don't believe in it,
yeah.
that's fine.
The thing is, it's not like to believe or not. I just feel like there is ways that we can go about this, and these ways is how can we sort of look at what they are doing, what the Asians are doing, and how can we implement that? How can we, do all these kind of stuff, whether it's shops, whether it's customer service, whether it's employing people, and etc. Like, for example, you said about the whole buy from Amazon, people buy from Amazon before they buy from a Black-owned business, right? And the thing is, Amazon, Jeff Bezos, he started this in like 95, 96.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? And
selling books.
and he and the point I'm trying to make is he has not given up on that. He's been on the grind ever since. Amazon has only really became popular, I'll say, within the last 10 years.
Yeah, I agree.
Did you get it?
I agree.
But it took off. Do you know what I mean? So it's also about believing, sticking to the idea, knowing that it is going to work. If you have to implement certain things, like whether it's open up phone shops. Right now, there's a lot of more businesses online. So you'll come to someone's house for hair or makeup and things like that. How can you give the best possible service, best possible customer service? How can you give deals? How can you more focus on the customer service as opposed to the money? How passionate are you about this? Are you just doing this for the money, or do you really enjoy what you're doing? Because these two things are really different. And I've seen a lot of online videos, and I'm sure you have, where sisters are literally arguing because either one is not paying, or she doesn't like the way the hair has been done, or do you know what I mean? And there's been a lot of them going viral. Sorry, go on.
But this is the thing, as a Black community, we love to bring our problems to the internet instead of actually dealing with it off the internet. And I feel like there's been a trend now. It's more clout to bring your problems to the internet rather than dealing with it.
How is the woman that brings everybody's business to the internet talking about, oh, us as Black people, we love to bring our business to the internet? You bring everyone's business to the internet, but you don't like when people bring yours. That's why you was crying about your mom's house. But you didn't mind calling out Clue, his dead father, saying his mom lied about who his dad was. You would rifle walk over his dead body, put up a picture of his dead dad. Like, you didn't mind calling out loons. You just call out everybody. But when it happens to you, you don't like it. This is why I will stay on your neck. This is why I will make money off you. This is why I will let everyone know that. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Because you think you cannot handle this, Elaine. Your mental capacity cannot handle it. You've been crashing out. Now you're trying to be humble and calm. We've seen all your different personalities. So it's calm, innit? Do you understand? Like, and I want everyone to know this is what happens when you get onto me. I will get onto you and then you won't like it. But it's in my best interest to get onto you because I'm getting paid off you. I want you to understand this. So when she knows I'm making up content, she's gonna get mad and be like, oh, this guy's making money. Yes, I am, because you're defamation of character. I should charge you for that. But no, it's okay. I'll just talk about it. It's fine. We'll go get it. We'll go get it off the back end. Melissa, we're gonna get it off the back end.
Like that. But if
I agree with that part,
yeah, I've also found that if someone feels extremely violated, they're gonna out that person, right? Which is fine. I don't really see a problem if you feel violated and stuff like that, and you feel like, you know, your voice ain't heard, or you want to warn people of your experience, you know, do that, whatever, right? But
big up all my Caribbean all around the blood clot world. China, why are you calling this woman fat? You're too quick to disrespect black women. Well, I'm going for you. She is fat. What are you talking about? Is she slim? What's wrong with you? If she was a white woman, I would still tell you she's fat. What's wrong with you? So that's not disrespecting black women. That's a woman. Stop this rubbish. What about her disrespecting black men every single day? You don't care. She disrespects a black man every single day. A black man defends himself. Oh my God, I can't believe you disrespect a black woman. I disrespected a disrespectful woman. That's it. If you don't want to be disrespectful, then yeah. And if you know you're overweight, then stop talking about other people's looks. She tried to talk about my looks. I couldn't believe she tried to talk about my looks. I couldn't believe this woman tried to talk about my looks. Could you look at bro, what? I told her, stop running your mouth in comments and put that energy and run on a treadmill. Don't you ever talk about my looks. Do you get me? It's impossible. So, and don't ever try to make it about a black woman thing. I will talk about any race of woman that talks about me. Do you get me? Simple. And if you don't like it, keep your mouth to yourself. We don't have victims over here, mate. We clap back.
Don't make a scene, though.
Yeah, exactly. But in terms of like us, right now, what I see from my black community is insecurity. I see fear. And it breaks my heart so much that the black community, especially black men, don't want to, no, not all, majority, because there's some that have been, you know what I'm saying, in the thick of it. But the majority of black men don't want to speak up, don't want to address the issue because they have Asian friends.
Stop. I'm going to read some comments. Big up the chat. Why is she too scared to say the word Jewish? She's funded by the Jews. She's getting paid by them, apparently. I don't know, but she was very scared. Like, there was nothing being disrespectful. It was simply, she just wouldn't say it. Ladies and gentlemen, do we have another? What do you think? Do you think she's a paid opposition? Do you think she's been put here? Do you think she's an agent? Do you think someone has paid her? I'm starting to think she's an agent of destruction. Who else thinks that this woman might have been put here? Like, who else thinks? I'm seeing some comments. She's getting paid. Exactly. Interview needs to ask her who the J community. This guy sucks. Man, I hate when people just, oh, yeah, man. The hair cosmetic shop during the pandemic was opening the back doors for the, exactly. Let's not act like the boss man risked his freedom just so he could give you women your hair because your hair was mashed up in the pandemic. Yo, Spill TV, I see you, man. Big you up. Guys, hit the like button, hit the like. Oh, wait, hold on a second. We got a soup. What's that? Yes, sir. My guy, man. Hit me again. Hey, I'm sure you hit me the other night with a little $9.99. Hit me $4.99 super chat. Guys, if you want to support the channel, you can. It's very simple. You can hit us with a super chat. Anything. It's always grateful. Every little helps. The stat like Tesco. Big up, Yasser. I read out your comments anyway, but you know, yeah, the idea is that you give a super chat and I read out the comments, but I read them out anyway, man. So just support. But I appreciate it. And if you're not donating, then just like the video and make sure you're commenting on the video. and sharing it, and that's another way that we can get out there. Yeah, I appreciate all of you guys, man. Big up the gang, man. Big up the gang, man.
Or because, you know, they mix with that community or whatever the case may be. I feel like, you know, some of them put their friends before their race, or, you know, some of them don't have any race loyalty. And I feel like what some of these black men need to understand is, look around you. The rest of your friends and guys have race loyalty, but you're fighting so hard for unity. And if we really look at it, where has unity got us? We've been fighting for 40, 50 years.
This woman is very dangerous. She's saying to the man, them, look around you. Where has loyalty got you? But I'm confused. You come from a crackhead. Your father wasn't there in your home. Your mother wasn't there. Now you're trying to create division because you come from a divided home. And now you're trying to create division within our communities. And you haven't come with any constructive plans. Just talk, just hype and division. Nothing tangible. You haven't come with any solutions. All you've come with is just stuff that we've heard before. You're not the first person to say this. Shout out to Swiss. He did Black Pound Day, but Black Pound Day was about unity. It wasn't about exclusion. And Swiss still came against problems with that, and he pushed it for the longest time. But yet we have Elaine The Pain. Boycott Asians.
Years. Where's unity got us?
Do you know what? I hear you on that part. What it also like comes down to as well is that fact that when these issues are being addressed, it comes across, because like, for example, with me, like growing up, I've had Asian friends, right? So if I see that and someone asks me or whatever, I'll be like, no, like I don't agree with that, because I have so many Asian friends and they are not like that. They show me proper love, or they invite me to their houses, or So
would you say that about white people as well?
Say that again?
Would you say that about white people as well? Do you have white friends?
Growing up, yeah.
So you would say that about white people too?
I have not had any issues.
Good.
Like in terms of, no, I've been actually being for real.
Good.
Shut up, China. You probably got a white woman at home. Bro, you see, the maddest thing about it is you would push, let me not say you push black men to, but the narrative, like, if this is what black men have to deal with, no, I'll tell them go wherever race is not like Elaine The Pain's. If this is what you have to deal with, go to any race of woman. I don't care where it is. Just make sure she's not like. So if that's, then I'm gonna say to the man, them go the opposite way. So that's what I'll say. Whatever you want to say, if you're trying to push that, I'll tell you, we'll go the opposite way. That's okay. That's all right. You know what I mean? And I love black women. But if this is what you was pushing or certain time, yeah, I would go the opposite way. I said it on back chat. But for me, it's all about natural hair. For me, it's about natural. Sorry.
But there's always going to be racism in every ethnic background. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I get that. But I've had white friends. I've had Asian friends. I've had,
But do you agree there's anti-blackness in that community particularly? Because you're saying that you have South Asian friends, and you can see that community and how they operate. So in terms of them having business with their own, doing business with their own, employing their own, what does that tell you?
That I agree with. And but I wouldn't say this is like, again, it comes down to whether it's majority or minority, right? And there's many Asian businesses that employ their own and they have their own. But I've also seen many that don't, do you know what I mean? That actually employ different ethnic background. I've honestly seen that.
Really?
Yeah, no, for real.
What industry is that?
But it's more of like, when we talk about majority and minority, I have to side with majority. You're right. Majority of them don't. Like, they employ their own. And I've seen that myself as well. Like, I completely agree with that. But it comes down to, am I now gonna be like against them because, number one, I do, for example, have Asian friends, and am I now gonna be, breaking up? Because look at it this way, right? If you had let's say any ethnic background friends, let's just say
I do have South Asian friends,
and they now started talking about boycotting all black businesses, right? and for whatever reason, right? How would you feel knowing that they are thinking like this about our peoples and saying, yo, let's boycott all of them and just shop from our own?
Yeah. So if we were on an equal foot, equal footing, as in Black people are making money and having their own businesses, South Asians are making money and have their own businesses, and they each have a corner of the high street, I'd absolutely feel some type of way. But we are not on the same level as South Asians.
What
so
if you was
the
above them? Sorry to cut you off.
What
like
if
the
you
way,
were above them?
What I mean is in terms of above. Let me rephrase it.
Okay.
What if we were in the same position as
the South Asians being a model
and we
minority?
had all these shops, all these businesses, exactly how the Asians got it, right? And then like your Asian friends started making
but this is the thing. I want to operate in reality. And the reality of the situation is Black people do not have the same footing in society as the South Asians, right? So you asked me the question about if the South Asians wanted to boycott Black businesses. That's been put to me before. I did a TikTok live yesterday. Apparently a cab driver came up and he said he's boycotting, Uber driver, sorry, and he said he's boycotting all Black people, that thing. I said, that's absolutely fine, because what that does for Black people is it puts them in a position where they now have to buy with their own. It kind of...
So now that the Asian man said he's going to boycott you from using the Uber, it means you got to buy with your own. So where's the Black Uber driver, the Black cabbie then? Because now you're left in the street. And she's like, that's good. Now you can have an opportunity to be with a Black cab Uber. Okay, where is the Black Uber driver then? How long do I have to wait for the next Black one to come? Or do I just want to get to my destination safely? I don't care about the color of the person that drives me. See, when you put it up to the test, a lot of the things she says, they don't stand up. They just don't stand up. Okay? And this is the woman that you wanna lead you.
Works for my movement and what it is. So if they're licking out against Black people, that's absolutely fine, because Black people are not adverse to discrimination. Black people are not adverse to racism. It is in our blood, okay? Because the white people have done it, other communities have done it. What makes you think the South Asians would be any different? So absolutely, if you want to boycott Black people because you don't really patronize our communities anyway, you might have Black friends that take you to, a Nigerian restaurant or a Caribbean restaurant, but that's as far as it goes. You're not actually interested in our community being better. Otherwise you would have brought us around the table and brought us into business. You are not, right? And this is what I said, when people were challenging me about, I said, what do you do? What's the collaboration here? Can you name me a Asian collaboration that's fair and that, they've brought Black people to the table?
Not from the top of my head, no.
And if you can't name one off of the top of your head, then what does that say about this community and the commitment that they have to Black people? And this is why I make the comparison to white people, because although white people, yes, they have discriminated against us, they are still very racist, but they have anti-racist people in their community that will stand up for Black people and that will make sure that there's divisive policies and make sure there's inclusive policies, right? So when you're comparing the white community to the Asian community, I can't see no divisive policies in the Asian business or community. I can't see no inclusive policies in the Asian community. You say that it's family.
Why are we so beggy? I can't see no inclusion policies for the Asian people. Why? They're Asian. Why should Asian people have to do anything? I'm so confused. What's wrong? Stop begging. Stop begging. Stop begging to be at everybody's table. Like, since when were Asian people supposed to... I don't know where you grow up that you believe that another race of people supposed to save your people. Worry about your own people, man. Worry about your own. Worry about the problems in our community. Worry about the broken home. Worry about the single mothers. Worry about the lack of fathers. Worry about the knife crime, the gun crime. Worry about these issues. Let's worry about these issues before we start worrying about who's selling us free plantain for £1. in an economy where you can't even get that, man still busting me that 3 for £1 is impossible. I know a guy, an Asian guy that can do that for the right plantain. It's impossible to even get that price right now, but I know a guy and he's Asian. Don't piss me off about I'm not going to get my 3 plantains for £1. Bro, I went to the auntie, you know how much she tried to charge me? Don't annoy me. I actually got vexed. I still bought it, but it's not the point. Like, we out here trying to get a good deal. You know what I'm saying?
Run. There are also white businesses that are family run, but they still employ Black people. And that's the difference. So, and also when I'm talking on the Asian community, I feel like they miss the mark in terms of when you're using our culture and our likeness. There are many businesses that South Asians have used our likeness and our culture and have given nothing back. We've asked white people to give things back and they have, right? As minor as it is, as measly as it is, they are trying. But with this community, I haven't seen no evidence of that. And that's what I'm going to stand in, right? I have to go off that.
Yeah. And when you said earlier, because now I know what you mean by it, and when you said, like, did I had white friends that were anti-racism? Is that what you asked me earlier? Or,
no,
or did you say,
no, you
racist?
said that you have Asian friends that you know. That's why you can't say that, you know, there's anti-racism in the Asian community, right?
Okay, but what about the white?
Yeah, so I said, would you say that about the white community and saying that there's no anti-racism in the white community? So this is my comparison.
No, I got you.
Some, I'm not saying you, but I'm saying some people don't make that comparison to where, you know, when they're looking at the Asian community and looking at the white community, why can't you be fair and just for all and say both communities are
Hey, Radisson Blue hotel chain is South Asian owned. Listen, I've been in the Radisson Blue. I like it. And they got nothing but Black people that work there, man. They got nothing but Black people that work there. Trust me. Big up the Radisson Blue.
anti-Black and both communities are racist and both communities absolutely need to do the work when it comes to the treatment of Black people. And sometimes people can't articulate that.
I got you. Man, it's a very controversial one. You know what I mean? We're fighting in the ring, my peoples, man. Like, I'm just like, yo, Elaine.
You're doing
I'm
well.
on the ring.
You're doing well.
I'm on the ropes right now.
You, brother. You're doing well.
So China, I was right. You have a grating at home. No, I don't, man. But it's interesting you said that, grating. So let's talk about racism within the Black community. So this is why when I posted that video about that guy saying that he doesn't want his daughter to bring home a Black guy and certain people trying to say whatever, I was like, what are you talking about? Black people and Caribbean, African people and Caribbean people are the most racist. Bluefoot girl, grating. We're racist to white people every day. Every day. You just proved my point. You feel safe enough just to be racist in comments because society is like, you feel safe that you could just call out a race and call them like that in a derogatory term, right? So when they speak about Black people, don't cry. Don't cry. Don't be like Elaine and be like, oh my God, the Asians were racist to me, but you're racist to Asians. Of course they're going to be racist to you, but if you listen, do I agree with it? No, but it's fair game. Grating, white thing. So I'm saying to Bluefoot girl, yeah, all of that talk there is the reason why you will continuously have white people be racist to Black people because they know we're racist to them. And we know we're racist to them, but we just don't like it when they do it to us. But no, I don't. I just thought I'd use that as a moment to teach you.
Oh.
No, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. Listen, I honestly really think, you know, we should have a movement where how can we improve on what we are already doing? Mind you, when I say, you know, we're not supporting each other, whatever, that's not what it only is. There's a lot of sisters doing well online, have got amazing businesses. You know what I mean? Hair and beauty, nails, skincare, makeup thing.
All of that tech, Black tech.
I see sisters even like, you know, selling clothing. And even in my culture, you know, doing all of this, you know, not abaya, but there's these sets of like, you know, scarves and abaya.
It's stylish now. I love it.
Henna businesses where they have that temporary tattoo.
Yeah,
there's
I love
so many.
that.
We got brothers that do clothing, that do car rentals, that do I can just keep going on. They do events, they promotion. A lot of brothers do podcasts now.
Yeah.
They do content,
Marketing, content
films.
creation. Yep,
Look
everything.
do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, we are doing things. How can we take it to the next level? I believe that we can own this, like, at some stage, if we stick to what we're sticking to, what the white people's own or what the Asian people's own. I'm not talking about when it comes to music now. You've got these record labels and stuff like that. I'm not getting as far as that. But having your own businesses where there is variety of ethnic backgrounds and it's just, you know, a friendly environment. Do you know what I mean? And how can we improve on our customer service and not just focus on the money? Or how can, you know, someone be like, you know what, I came here, I have an experience, an amazing experience. I want to come back here. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, I'll give you an example, right? I'm from Somalia. So we have like a lot of like takeaway places, restaurants, and stuff like that. Where majority, 95% of them is our peoples that come there and come there to eat, right? Now, there's the first, like me personally, the first restaurant that I came across where I just saw variety of different people, right? It's a restaurant that's been open now for a couple of years. They've got different branches now. They've got one in North London as well. It's called Sabib. I'm not sure if you heard about it.
Never.
Amazing restaurant. I really got, you know, I built a great relationship with the owner, Liban. Shout out to Liban. Very amazing, amazing brother. And his partner is Asian. Right.
Okay.
So they've actually come together and he's, you know, they've
that.
Yeah. And I'll send you the details so you could see it, but it's actually from how he's explained it, like getting into his story and stuff like that. Like, it was very inspiring to hear that. We need more of those. When I've been to that restaurant, I kid you not, let alone different ethnic background or whatever, I've seen grandmas there, white grandmas, just on some like, no, I promise you, I've seen Asians there. Yeah, I've seen Asians there. I've seen blacks there. I've seen like different types of ethnic background.
Yeah.
How can we now do that and implement that more? Number one thing, the restaurant looks really good.
Absolutely.
Customer service is amazing. You get greeted at the door. The menu is well in place, you know, and I could just go on and on. You know what I mean? The whole atmosphere, the music that plays or whatever, all of this combined adds on. You could sometimes go to a place where the food is like, the place is really nice, but the food is terrible. It's not about how the place looks. I'll always make that clear to people. If the customer service is good, the price is decent, and the food is amazing, those are the three things you need to focus on, right? But making it look nice and all of that is an add-on. But I just wanted to give you that example. So it like the way us people, I feel like we need to also have that type of movement moving forward, you know, where more people could come into. And hopefully this will get other ethnic background and thinking when Caribbeans come there or when Africa, like different ethnic countries come there, they'd be like, you know what, this is nice, man. There's different people coming there. How can we do this?
I mean,
do you know what I mean?
I know what you're saying, but I feel like wherever Black people are, we are the culture, right? Our food, our music, the way we speak, the way we talk, the way we walk, right? We are the culture. People gravitate towards us, right? So I understand that, yes, we absolutely, there's things that we need to work on in our community, but I'm saying that the one thing that we need to do is educate. If you, and as a business owner, since we're talking about businesses, as a business owner, if you look up and you're saying, oh, well, this restaurant is pick a restaurant that is similar to what you're doing and look at how they are doing their thing and simply copy and paste.
That's not what you were saying. That's not what you were saying. If that was the case, it's very easy for us to say, look, the South Asian community are doing something. Let's emulate them. That's not what you said. You said boycott them. You said boycott them. You didn't say go into their business and speak to them and emulate them and look at the business structure and try to. You didn't say that. You said boycott them. You said boycott them. This woman, this is what I'm trying to say. She lies so much that she can't keep track with all her lies. And this is why I said it's mental health. You didn't tell us to go, and you told us to boycott them. Don't try spin the narrative. Don't try spin the narrative.
Yeah, go into that restaurant, do your research, right?
Mm.
Go into that restaurant, study what they're doing. Okay, cool. Oh, they opened the door. Oh, yeah, no, they have amazing food. Oh my gosh, this is great. And implement it. It is not rocket science, and you're not going to get it right the first time. This is what I keep telling people. You're not going to get it right the first time. You just need to do what you need to do and master it. And one thing that I've also noticed as well is that we have amazing companies, amazing food, amazing businesses in the Black community, but no one knows about it.
That's what it is.
The marketing is... Can I say you? The marketing is crazy. Right? I'll say that. The marketing is crazy.
Yeah.
It's so poor, and we need to work on that.
Yeah. No.
So anyone who wants to bring out a marketing book for the Black community, Black business owners,
shout out.
let us know.
Yeah,
okay.
Get out Elaine Pain.
Yeah, get at me.
Yeah. Listen.
Listen, why would we get on someone about Black business?
What I wanted to say before I forget is...
that doesn't have a business. Like, why would we do that? I don't understand. Why would we go to Elaine The Pain? Like, why are we going to Elaine The Pain? Someone tell me. Don't even make no sense. Someone intellectual needs to interview her. This was embarrassing. The brother was just happy to have her on there. Do you get me? For the moment, but we're gonna get the views. Don't worry. He wants to go viral, so we'll let him go viral. Like, we'll get the views out. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what the brother wants. This is what the brother wants. There's a difference between prejudice and race. Let me read some comments. That's not racist. Big ignorant, no bias. Jaguar Land Rover is owned by Tata Group. I saw that. Yeah. No, I ain't got no. No, I ain't got no greeting at home. Greeting. The most racist us Black folk. You see the twang after slavery, cuddle Black folk, feeling give them false sense of victory without any reparation. Now you have this, fam. It's dark. She will boycott everything except the horse. Now they need that horse hair. Boycott all anti-Blacks. Yeah, of course. How's she on here? She was cussing halal butchering Somalis, yet she's on this man's podcast. This woman, this is what I'm trying to say. Like, the way she was dissing halal and dissing the Muslims, and now she's over here begging from them because he's a Black man. But remember, Somalis don't consider themselves as Black though. Like, they don't. They'll tell you they're Hamaj. I don't know what they say. Habadash. I don't know. Habadash. I don't know. They call themselves something. Bro, dream big. Do you want me to block you? You're just talking rubbish. Like, you're just talking rubbish. I'm clearly... What? Furthermore, do you want me to block you? I'm going to ask you. Because if you talk rubbish over here, you get blocked. Because how are you trying to hate from outside the club? You can't even get in. So I'm going to ask you, do you want to be easy? Or do you want to get blocked? Because you've been in here for a while, which lets me know you've been enjoying the stream. Then you're going to get blocked. And then you're not going to be in the party no more. How are you going to feel then? You're going to feel dumb, innit? So I suggest you be guided. Because we gonna get you out of here, man. We gonna get you out of here.
Also, you know, when we normally working for a company, we hold our composure. Like we don't want to get sacked. We don't want to be rude to customers. We don't, do you know what I mean? Because now you're working for the boss. Like, the bosses might be whatever, white, Asian, name it, whatever. So how can you treat that and correlate that to your business? Because I feel like a lot of people also just lean back a little bit because they now know no one can chat to me. This is my thing. You know what I mean? I could just say whatever I want. I'm not saying all of them, but...
Let me address some dumb people in the chat. China, you're so behind on basic knowledge and education of collective and group economics and competitiveness. Okay, explain. You made a big statement. Explain. Do you want me to put on your camera? I'll give you the link to jump on the live. Do you want to explain? Do you want to break it down to me? Because when people get... Like, my thing is this, innit? When I see people that want to do that, I tell them, yo, there's the link. I give them the link and I tell them, yo, click the link, put your camera on and explain to me. knowledge and education of collective and group economics. Supreme wisdom. Share some supreme wisdom with us, please. I've dropped the link. Put your camera and your audio on and teach us all. Don't be shy now. Don't be shy now. Don't be shy. Put your camera on and your audio. I'll be waiting. I'll be waiting. I still ain't seen you pop up to the green room. Let me know.
Did you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So they should really treat it like that. Yo, this is my business. I don't want this to fail. Do you know what I mean? I'm going to smile at everyone. Oh, I'm so sorry your food was cold. I'll give you another one. I've just warmed this up for you now. What are you talking about? Look, and now you're going back and forth. Before you know it, he doesn't want to eat there no more.
Yeah.
He wants his money back. He'll tell everyone, yo, don't come back here or whatever. I've had experiences where I'm like, you know, man, I've had a bad experience at that restaurant. I'm never going back there again. This is what happened. This is what happened. This is what. Another person listening to me.
Bro, that London Open TV is a simp. Them man trying to make videos and trying to mention me. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. She's even a lapdog London Open TV tried to shame a burger shop in Dalston just because they use hip hop. They even thought, even though they were Asian, she slated them on her Instagram. Could you imagine? They went into the shop, yeah. Shout out to Straight Out of Nashville. They used branding based on Straight Out of Compton. He went into the shop. He didn't find out any information, recorded it, and then it was owned by Asian people. It was a franchise. I think it's Zayn and Malik. They opened up the franchise. He didn't go get any information. He didn't bring back nothing to the black community. You just made a video and then you posted it on social media to act like, oh, Asian people, culture appropriation. Hip hop is not black people's culture. Asian people do not own hip hop music. Are you stupid? The people that wrote Straight Out of, obviously Ice Cube wrote Straight Out of Compton, but it was written and his co-writers were whites, they were Jews, they were Asians that wrote it. What are you talking about? Like, you need to understand about branding and licensing and different territories. You can license it and use it in your shop. You can pay for it. You guys think they started tagging Ice Cube. Like, you think Ice Cube, it's called branding and licensing. You guys are so stupid. You don't even understand business. So you went in there and you think that these guys have created a franchise when they could simply be shut down. Like, breach a copyright. What's wrong with you? Breach a trademark. But you can assign a trademark and pay to trade with it. But you guys are so unintelligent that you automatically think that, oh my God, they're ripping off culture. But black people don't own hip hop. If you're mad that it's too late to be mad about who owns hip hop, because black people don't own hip hop. So if you're not happy with the representation, then understand it's because you do not own it. It's too late to start getting mad at who owns the record labels, because it's not black people. Educate yourself. I'm tired of this uneducated people trying to speak on us. It's dumb.
Now knows I ain't going back there.
And now you're on TikTok talking about it and it's blown up.
Do you know what? I wouldn't go online. I'll tell you that for sure. Like, evil eye is a crazy thing, so I wouldn't go online. But I will tell someone that I'm having a conversation with. Yeah. I'll be like, you know what?
Don't go back there.
Yeah, no, I was just telling them my experience. Whether you want to still go there, that's up to you. But it's just like, it could ruin your day sometimes.
Yeah, but the word of mouth is
that's what it is.
Spreads like wildfire, and it puts people off. True. So, but this is the thing: you are entitled to tell your experience, and I completely understand where people are coming from. I feel like when it comes to black business owners, what they do is they stop learning, they stop moving forward, right? Just because you've opened up a business, just because you've got a loan, you need to look at your business plan, because this is what people do. They open up businesses and forget the business plan that they did 3 years ago. You need to be constantly updating your business plan.
Yes.
Okay, what's my marketing plan? The marketing plan didn't work. Okay, what else are we supposed to do? Branding, this, that. Oh, let me redo the logo. Let me rebrand the thing. Let me give it a fresh lick of paint. Do something. Move
and now on
the
Google, sorry to cut you off, on Google it says it's when you've changed your opening times and then you don't update that on Google, and someone wants to come there, it says it's closed. But it's really open. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
It's crazy, but this is the thing, business owners, but I understand.
I've experienced that, by the way.
Yeah.
I had to call them up and be like, oh, you guys still open? Yeah. It says closed on Google. You might want to change that, you know?
But this is the thing. everyone needs help. And
Yeah.
sometimes with Black-owned businesses, they don't reach out and ask for help. And sometimes it's more of like a prideful thing. But if you are sinking, there are companies, there are people, there are ways that they can help you. You need to do your research and go out there and look for it. And I feel like sometimes they just...
No, tell us how. Tell us how. Don't say we need to do our research, miss. Tell us how. Like, you haven't so far. She hasn't. She's spoken a lot. She said a lot, but she hasn't produced anything tangible. We're still waiting for something tangible.
The mental capacity they don't have, because running a business is hard.
Yeah.
It's
No, it's
hard.
not easy, man. It's not easy.
Especially when you're doing it on your own. So this is why I said to people, have mercy and grace with your people, with your Black-owned businesses. Ask them, go in and ask them, how's your business doing? Oh, well, you know, I work in marketing. I can throw you a little couple materials. What's printing off a little PowerPoint and
that's
talking
calm.
to...
I agree with that. That's cool, but that's pushing each other. That's part of pushing each other. Do you know what I mean?
Investment. This is what I'm saying.
Like that's not an issue with that. There was a moment, like I saw one of your clips where you've said, and I'm not sure if you've retraced back on that.
Yeah. Oh, that's fine. No, it's fine. Yeah, I'm good.
I saw one of the businesses. One of your videos where, and I'm not sure how you think about this right now.
Okay, go on.
But you said something along the lines, you've never seen an Asian serving white.
Yeah.
Is that still the case for you?
So I'll give that context. So I was talking about butchers, right? And I was talking about our community. Now, amongst Black and brown people, it's more so us that we live around, right? There are white people around, but majority of us, right? But I don't see white people go into a butcher's to buy meat from the South Asians. I've lived in a predominantly South Asian community and I've never seen them. And this was before this whole boycott thing, when I used to buy my meat from South Asians. I don't anymore because I want to patronize Black butchers. But when I did, I didn't see white people in there.
Was this your old area or is this the same area you live in now?
No, it's my old area.
What do you mind me asking what area that was? Or
it was in East London.
East London.
Yeah.
It's East London.
Yeah. It was in East London. Yeah.
That is. Do you know what? Because where I'm based around and stuff like that, I see this a lot.
Really?
I do.
In where?
Well, the area I live in.
Yeah.
I can't really say the area.
No,
I live
but
in,
what's the demographic in your area?
But man got shook. Man said, I can't even say the area I'm living in. Why not, bro? Why can't you say your area that you live in? What's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong? Will you like? Do you get me? Like, if already you're in that scenario, you already know what it is. Do you know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. You might want to think about that. You know what I mean?
The peoples that live there.
The demographic, yeah.
Asians, blacks, white.
Okay, so it's a mixed demographic.
Yeah, it's a mix.
Right.
So you're saying your area there was not that many white in there. Okay, cool.
If you look at London and you look at the different populations of different ethnicities or races, the blacks and the browns normally live amongst each other, which is majority of East London. You have more of the South London where it's just black people majority. And then West London is more mixed in terms of all backgrounds. So you see the different behaviors, right? But there are pockets of, white people that still live in East London, but they would rather go out to their own people to buy. And that's just a fact. So
like where I'm from, let me just make it a bit more broad. Northwest London, right? Northwest London, I've seen many.
Man got him. Man said, hey, bro got him out of here. He said he's from Northwest Neeson side. Where did we come from? North Easy. Come on, Northwest, man.
White coming to an Asian butcher, and those Asian butchers are because we shop from like halal butchers, so we have a lot of white come there that are like reverts, like that are Muslim, but they are white. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
so white
that
British,
makes sense.
yeah. So they do come there and stuff like that. But are you saying white that are not Muslim or that are not?
Yeah, they don't shop with South Asians. They don't shop with South Asians.
I have not seen that personally. But when we talk about normal, like in terms of like Muslims, in terms of white, I've seen enough of those. But I hear you. It's also,
how can you say white people don't shop with South Asians? Like what? If all these shops exist in all these places, you're telling me that no white people go into these shops? What are you talking about? Like, it's just so uneducated. Are we gonna allow this woman to say white people don't shop with South Asians to represent us? This is what I'm talking about. Like, do you get me? Are we gonna allow this woman to do this? I'm just trying to figure it out. Are we allowing this? Black people.
could depend on from where you.
Those specific white people, you're saying that they're reverts, right?
Yeah.
So they comfortable with eating halal meat, right? Because they have been in that culture and that religion, right? So it makes sense. But the average white person, right, in London would rather buy from a supermarket because it's convenient as well, or they'd go to their own people's butchers.
And are you only talking about butchers or any other businesses as well?
From what I've seen, it's only with butchers. I mean, white people tend to be a bit more organized in terms of their spending, and they feel more comfortable in spending with their own community, which has been ingrained in them, instilled in them, which is fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what it is. They don't, you know, unless you have like a white person that's immersed in culture, then they won't have a problem with buying from black people or brown people, whatever it is.
Okay.
But the majority.
This woman talks so much rubbish. Like, I can't believe. Listen, I cannot believe this is the woman that we're like. I can't believe women follow her. Shout out to all of the women that follow her. You guys are stupid. Like, you're just stupid. You really are. You really are. You really are. You are. You're just a bunch. You just want to blame everybody because I can't believe she gets on the platform and says this stuff and she actually takes herself seriously. Like, this is why I said it's mental health, but I get it because we know how she was raised in her upbringing. She was a dope fiend baby, so I get it. Like you have to understand. Once you understand that part, you can understand why she acts like this. If you can't understand and you're thinking, why is she like this? It's because her mom was a crackhead, and that was it. Do you get me? Do you understand? You have to understand what that means. Because it's gonna make you understand how she's behaving. If you're looking at her like she's normal, she's not normal. She wasn't raised by her mother. She wasn't raised by her father. She was raised by a sister, and her mom was a crackhead. Already, that lets you she grew up in a drug home, like drug den. You have to understand what that means. It's gonna make you look at things slightly different. Do you understand? Do you get me? It's like arguing with a crackhead. You don't argue with crackheads, you'll lose. Like, but once you know they're crackhead, you just know why they move like that. That's all it is.
Majority of the country is white, and they would prefer to buy from their own people, which is cool.
No, I hear you. I just wanted to, clarify that because
it's good. It's good. Yeah. We should.
So let's get into a little bit of the round. I'm going to get a little bit heated right now. There's been a lot of culture, like back and forth with you and Clue online. I think I've seen some post about where he posted your man and it's you two together, right? Yeah. You two together, and your
wait, Mr. 6'6". She's saying they're together, but he has not been seen since. You're together with her, but your woman is running her mouth on the net. People looking to run up, and you're together, but you don't wanna do something. This guy, he lets me know what type of man this is. Your woman has gone online and potentially could have put you into a mad thing, and you didn't want to say, oh, you know what, babe, actually just fall back a little bit. She said he's 6'6", he will bust your brain. She put you into beef with people that don't even know you on the internet. Everyone knows your face. And you didn't think to tell her to fall back a little bit. It lets me know everything I got to know about this man. And that's why no one's scared of him. Because you're allowing your woman to do this. So we already know that you ain't like us. Nah, you ain't like us.
Man is not really a social media guy, or he doesn't really come on that. No. So, but how did this... I'm not going to say how did it start, because it's probably for the same reason the other brothers have been coming up and speaking up about this as well. But like, how deep is this? Because it's starting to get more serious now.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Talk to me.
So I'm just going to stick to the facts here. I was on RTM podcast. Spray brought up Clue. I asked who is Clue, and he was saying, "Oh, I think the words were he's a Sanjeet," which to me was like they're trying to call him Asian. And I was like, right, okay, well, if he's Asian, because I didn't know who the hell he was. I said, well, if he's Asian, then, you know, because we were talking about the Asian thing, I was like, if he's Asian, then we're boycotting him too, innit? And I kept it moving. Obviously, he must have, you know, it must have struck a nerve or whatever it is.
Hold on. She didn't know who he was, but she said if he's Asian, then we're boycotting him too. Oh, and that must have struck a nerve. Guys, listen to this woman. Listen, wait, hold on. Listen to this woman, right? Hold on, let me just pull that back for a second.
I'm not going to say how did it start, because it's probably for the same reason the other brothers have been coming up and speaking up about this as well. But like, how deep is this? Because it's starting to get more serious now.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Talk to me.
So I'm just going to stick to the facts here. I was on RTM podcast. Spray brought up Clue. I asked who is Clue, and he was saying, "Oh, I think the words were he's a Sanjeet," which to me was like they're trying to call him Asian. And I was like, right, okay, well, if he's Asian, because I didn't know who the hell he was. I said, well, if he's Asian, then, you know, because we were talking about the Asian thing, I was like, if he's Asian, then we're boycotting him too, innit? And I kept it moving. Obviously, he must have, you know, it must have struck a nerve or whatever it is, because he's forever talking about Spray. And so he commented on what I said and basically was talking about me being fat, fizzy drinks, and I don't know, water and all of those sorts of things. And as a man, you go down a couple of notches in the books when you start, you know what I'm saying, talking on women and all those sorts of things.
Hold on a second. You went on to Spray show, yeah, and you got involved with jokes that didn't have to be made. Then he made a subliminal about gymnasium and all sorts of drinks. He didn't mention you, but Hit Dogs Holler, and you screamed and you crashed the hell out, Elaine, because you're triggered about your weight, because you are obese, you are fat. You are obese and you are fat. And because you're obese and fat, like, you are insecure about it, but we can see what you look like. Okay, you're built like a Smeg fridge 1960s. We can see what you look like. All right. So you were the last person to be speaking on anyone's looks. Okay. All right, Elaine. Because you think I didn't see you talking about man's face and Ginger J. Are you stupid? Look what you look like. You look like the Michelin Man. What's wrong with you? You look like a Canada Goose jacket. You look like a brown, what's that thing? Moose Knuckles. You look like a Moose Knuckles. Look at you. So before you start trying to diss anybody and comment at anybody, Elaine, make sure your hair, you didn't want it with me. Trust me. You think you can cuss out, Elaine? I don't have to cuss and swear. I'll just talk about how you actually really look. Like, how you actually, I won't diss you. I will talk about, and you are obese. You are clinically obese. Let's check your BMI. Let's check your BMI right now. Oh, you don't want to do that, do you? You don't want it with me, you little Canada Goose jacket.
Now, everyone knows me and knows my content. Like, if you're going to come for me, then make sure you come harder. Do you know what I mean? So I responded back, and basically I was just like, listen, you don't need to talk about looks here. Went in on his looks, went in on what he said about his podcast, all of those sorts of things. And then he came back and tried to say that, you know, I'm on OnlyFans and, you know, my man looks South Asian.
Yeah, we saw the pictures. We saw the pictures with all sorts of cream in your mouth and your breast, like, it was out. Like, do you get me? We see that, and we see a picture of your man, and I thought your man was Clue. So yes, all sorts of OnlyFans and all sorts of Dal Sim
and all of these sorts of things. And I was like, well, no, my man's black, fully black. And I showed proof of that. I also said that I don't do OnlyFans because the pictures that he took of was from my holiday in Jamaica early in the year. And he took that from my
Hey,
Instagram.
shout out to HC with a £2 super chat. I big you up. Guys, if you want to support me and you like what I'm doing, then hit me with a super chat. Do you get me? So we can keep making content and up in the studio so we can keep getting people like Elaine out of here. The Smeg Fridge took me out. It's the truth though. I had to, when I told you 1960s Smeg Fridge, all your mind went to that. You knew exactly what I was talking, built like a fridge. So I find it very disrespectful that this woman is going to be talking about people. Hey, you know what I mean? Let me pull it up, my G. He says, wait, hold on. Aruba says, China, what did she say about you that you're handling her so rough? So she was trying to push the narrative, I hate black women. Oh, I got energy for black women, this and that and the third. Throughout the whole Ginger J scenario, she was coming at Ginger J and she was trying to talk about all the guys that were sitting there. You didn't do nothing, jellybacks. Then a week ago, she tried to at me with her and London Open TV when I comment on something, and she tried to at me and say, I hate black women. You see me? That was the last straw, but I was busy. But now I got time, so now I'm on her. This is like video 10. I could do another 10 videos easily this week on Elaine The Pain because she's making it so easy for me and she's making me money. So I want her to know, because she's defaming my character, she should pay me for that. But because she won't, I'm going to get my money by making videos about her. Do you understand? You're not going to talk about me, Elaine, and think that you're going to get away with that and say I hate black women. I love black women. I love my mom. I love the sister. I love the women I date. And I love my nieces. And if you think you're going to push that narrative, you're going to discover something. I am not the guy. I'm not Ginger J. I am internet ready. You're not ready for me, mate. You know what I mean? I ain't going nowhere. Go ask Zizi. Go ask Zizi Mills. Go ask Zizi. She thought she could do this too. Where's Zizi right now? Yeah, she blocked me. She could never mention man's name ever. Because Zizi paid for the studio that you see now. And Elaine's about to pay for a new couple editions. Don't. Come on. All this and money. Yes. Money. Yes. I want you to know it is yes, money. So don't talk about me if you don't want me to make money off you. And then you can't tell me to stop making money. Why would you tell me that? So this is very easy. If you don't want me to use you as a case study, stop trying to talk on my name like I won't talk on yours, because I will get paid. I'm incentivized to do it. Makes sense. Don't hate on me, baby.
And then lied and said it was my OnlyFans page. And then he also took a PayPal link for what I put up for my birthday, because people were asking like, oh, send me your address so I can send you like stuff. And I was like, obviously, I'm not going to do that, but I'll put up a PayPal link and you guys can, send me what you want or whatever it is. And so I did that. And I think I've left that up. But, because the South Asians are after me, I'm guessing they fed that thing, because that was a thing on TikTok as well, that I was begging for money. I've never begged a day in my life for money.
No, you was begging for money. Why you got to beg people to send you money on your birthday? Like, why you got to beg? You ain't creating no platform, YouTube. No, you're begging. All jokes aside, she could have just... You do realize, if she apologized, this will all be over. I want you to understand this. All she had to do was say, listen, I'll do a video, I'll speak to Clue and be off air, and then be like, come on air and be like, look, I went on Spray Show. It was a bit of banter. It got a little bit out of hand. Obviously, I don't mean to disrespect to Clue. We don't want to boycott him. It is what it is. I want to go back to my initial boycott or my initial thing. Should have been forgotten. She's a woman. We would have forgiven her. Everyone would be like, oh, she's apologized, leave it. The fact that she thinks she can bad girl her way out of it, and when it don't work, she goes to the police. Like, this is what's happening. So the reason we need to stay on her is because I want everyone and every other woman and her to understand, when you do this, men are going to call you out. Clue, Bouncer, me, like everyone with a platform. I see Chinks, all of us men with platforms, we're all gonna cover it, react to it on our platforms, and it's gonna get so big, and it's not gonna be in your echo chamber where people can tell you, oh my god, you're right. We're gonna put it on the World Wide Web where it's open, on YouTube and platforms where it's open, where people can discuss. You're not gonna be able to control the narrative. So before you come to us, guys, make sure that you're ready, because when I do this, could you imagine I can make a video every single day about Elaine The Pain for 365 days of the year, and I will not be bothered by what anyone has to say, because I'll be justified. You're going to say to me, oh, but China, she only said this, she only did that. I'll be like, why did she say that? You don't get to tell me when to end it. This is why you don't start problems with people, because it will end when I say it will end. And if I'm making money, why would I want to stop? Don't allow. This is the truth of the matter. Let's just keep it frank. Let's keep it frank.
Money, and that they fed that to him as well. So now he's taken the PayPal link, said that it was my OnlyFans, taken pictures off of my Instagram that I look very good in actually, and has used that and said I'm on OnlyFans. And then, he then threatened my partner in saying that he can get hands and feet and that he can get touched because, my mouth is reckless and all those sorts of things. From time he threatened my partner, that's when you've already lost the battle. If you're doing this internet stuff, I've never seen him. I don't know. I don't know about him and sprays and bouncers or whatever it is, right? But they've always said that it's banter. But for Clue, to me, he weren't bantering.
But do you know them? Are you spray? Like, are you spray? Are you chronic? Do you have a relationship? So what you talking about? And trust me, they didn't do what you did. You're not a man. And then when it got on tops, they don't go to the feds. You go to the feds. So you're not them. I don't know why you keep mentioning get their dick out your mouth, Elaine. Get off your knees. Why are you talking about them? Because you're not them. You're not them. You go to the police. Chronic and spray will not go to the police.
He was threatening my partner. Now you've taken it to a whole new level.
No, he didn't threaten your partner. He posted up a picture and said people in glass houses, and then you went mad and said, "Raw, you putting up a man. My man is 6'6" and he will bust your brain. You don't know who we know. We're gonna take it to the streets." Elaine, go look at all the videos. I don't gotta play the clips. We've seen what you've said. Like, so you might be on this platform trying to calm it down, but it's not going to work because the internet is full of all of your clips, all of your crash outs. Do you get me? Posting up his dead dad, saying that his mom lied about who his dad was. Elaine, we have non-stop clips. So this little, you sitting on this podcast, it's not going to work because we've done the work already. And the views that we have are no, it's not going to work. This damage control is not going to work. This Somali brother might not know, but it's not going to work.
And I warned him and I said, if you say anything about my partner, I'm coming for whoever your family member is. And it just so happened to be his dad.
Well, what do you mean it happens to be his dad?
So I believe that he mentioned that his dad passed away and whatever it is. So I was like, well, in the Jamaican community, we call somebody who's not their dad like a jacket. So I made that correlation that, maybe you are South Asian because you don't look black.
I made that correlation. Here how she's trying to make it. I made that correlation that a jacket. You said that his dad's not his dad. What are you talking about? I made that correlation. Are you trying to be... Bro, what correlation did you make? You simply called a man out and said, yo, his mom's lying about who his dad is. What are you talking about? That's no correlation. Like, we've got everything that you've said. This is why I wanted to do this reaction, because I couldn't believe she's going to go and do this. This is why I wanted to do this reaction. Guys, we need to watch this. This woman is dangerous.
And that you're a jacket. So it just escalated. And then most recently, he tried to mention my mum. My mum's name is Diane. And he said...
Do you know what it is? Oh my God. I've got this on my notes here because I wanted to say, because people were going crazy in the comments on one of his videos, and they wanted to know
who Diane was.
Who Diane was, because he made that remark, and it's like, I don't want to talk about something along the lines of, you know what I'm going to mention about Diane.
Diana.
Is it Diana or Diane?
Diane. Yeah.
And then people just wanted to know who Diane was, you know what I mean? But I was so curious as well. So that's your mom.
That's my mom. So this is the thing. I got wind of that and I was like, what this guy is not going to do is tell my story, right? So I came out and I said, basically, the thing that you think you have on me, you don't. I'm not ashamed of my story. I will absolutely share my story. She's an inspiring woman, right? And I said, she was on drugs when I was younger, and I had to live with my older sister. My older sister took care of us. We went skiing. We lived in massive 4-bed.
Hold on a second. Your mom was a crackhead. Okay, let's not play about this. And you had to live with your sister because of child negligence. Your mom was irresponsible. Child protection issues. Okay, I don't care what house you lived in, how big your house was. Where was your mother and where was your father? You tried to sell us with trinkets about skiing, about swimming pools and a big house. Where was your mother and your father? Like, you can't pull the wool over our eyes. Okay, your mother was irresponsible. She was the worst types of person. She was a crackhead. Man, she was a nitty. She was a nitty. You were raised by a nitty, and you weren't even raised by a nitty. She was such a nitty that she focused on being a nitty and not raising you. So let's not act and try to romanticize what a crackhead is. Every man that walks past a crackhead in the ends, that's who her mum was. Let's not act like, oh, she was an amazing woman. Stop the cap. No, she was negligent.
5-bed houses. I had my own room. We had our own, we had a pool in our backyard. You know what I'm saying? Like, I lived the best life. So for him to then use that and be like, oh yeah, I've got something on my mum, I was like, you're not going to do that. So I've taken all the power away. And
what power have you taken away? We know your mum's a crackhead. Like, what are you talking about? Like, and you told us, Clue never told us. Clue said, the thing about this woman is, yeah, everything that Clue did was a warning. Leave me alone. But she'll be like, oh, you're not going to do that, so I'm going to do this. No one wanted to know who, no one knew nothing about Diane. He said, and then she let us know who Diane is. You made a whole video. Now we know you're a crack baby. Like, you're ruining your own thing, you know. We didn't need to know. Clue never told us she was a crack baby. You told us. Clue never told us. You told us. Like, do you get me?
I've put it back in my hands, innit?
Do you know what that reminds me of? Sorry to cut you off. Do you know what it reminds me of? Do you remember 8 Mile? Eminem.
Yes,
8 Mile.
yes.
Do you know that rap battle at the end? When he starts saying all of the stuff that the guy he's battling against was thinking of saying. So he's like, I am white. I do live in a trailer with my mom.
Yeah, I said that as well. She thought she could 8 Mile it. She thought that by coming to the net and saying that, but you didn't. You just now, we had a video of you trying to romanticize what it was to be left alone as a child while your mum was next door with the shotters weighing up food in the front room on a Tanita scales. Like, what are you talking about? Like, your mum used to put 4.5 in your baby cot. What were you talking about? Like, do you get me? You was too big. Like, when you was next door in the cot, she had man them in the front room shooting up, chasing the dragon. What are you talking about? You get me? Who's trying to cook? Oh, no, some. Yeah, like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, what are you talking about? Come on, that's what was going on.
My homeboy did it.
100%. Right?
Yeah.
But, you know, I don't know. I'm sure he's aware, because clearly if people are feeding you information, then you would know all the information. But my mum has kidney failure and she is dying. Currently.
Sorry to hear that, man.
No, that's fine. So
her mum currently has kidney failure and she's dying. Now, that is not something that we wish upon anyone. But one thing I will say to you, she has kidney failure and she's dying due to the decisions that she made in her life, all right? Let's focus on this for a second. So don't you think that's someone whose mom is on palliative care right now? And I want to ask her a question. Do you make a prerequisite on the doctors and the nurses that are healing your mother, that are trying to do her care, make her comfortable as possible? Do you put a prerequisite that these are all black doctors? These are non-Asian doctors. Can you do you make sure that it's only black doctors that operate and look after your dying mother? Because I know, just like you know, that's not the case. We know there's Asian people right now that are looking after your mother, and you're not boycotting them, are you, Elaine? So it's not nice that your mother's going through that. But, and another thing, don't you think that if your mother was going through something such, you would have a little bit more grace to other people? But you come out into this world and you spew horridness every single day. Let me tell you something, Elaine. God don't like ugly. God don't like ugly, Elaine. And you, my dear, your soul is extremely ugly.
Right now, we're just trying to make it as comfortable as possible. You know, so if he wants to go after my dying mum, Clue, go after her. Do you know what I mean? But it's not going to look good for you. So,
do you know what it is as well? it's one of those. It is bad. Like, listen, when I see most of this stuff, yeah, they go back and forth and stuff like that. It is banter and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? The thing is with Clue, like, I grew up, like, you know, listening to some of his, yeah. So, like, amazing artists when I was growing up. I mean, I don't.
What happened?
What do you mean?
What happened with him and his music? I don't know him, so
yeah.
So this is the thing about her as well, yeah. So what happened, innit? Yeah, she's trying to send shots at Clue, innit? But you keep saying you don't know him, but we don't know you. When we search up Elaine The Pain, it brings up an Asian woman. It brings up an Asian woman from Tracy Beaker. So what are you talking about? Like, when it brings up an Asian woman from Tracy Beaker. What are you talking about? Do you understand? It brings up an Asian woman from Tracy Beaker. That's what happens with us. Do you understand? Do you get me? You know what I mean? So yeah, that's what happens with us. Hey, big up HC, my guy, with a £10 super chat. He says, "These women is a shining example of how narcissistic some of these black feminists have become. They want to disrespect black men anytime they like. They have 100% agency over the moral high ground." Excellent. I agree with you, bro.
No, do you know what it is? I've just, it's not that his music is bad or anything like that,
okay.
but it's been also with other artists I used to listen to back in the days, and then it just literally went from one to the other. So I just started listening to months ago, just in terms of his content, and I normally don't have issues with him, but I am right. Like, me personally, I wouldn't go back and forth, especially with a female online. Do you know what I mean?
It doesn't work out for you.
And the thing is,
what? No, stop this. I won't go back and forth with a female online. Here, it doesn't work out for you. What are you talking about, Elaine? I've been cooking you. This is like my 10th video on you. What are you talking about? Like, you're the one that's ignoring me because you know you can't handle this smoke. Like, Elaine is not going to take smoke with me, because smoke with me will be smoke for the whole year. I've already done 10 videos in less than a week. Like, are you okay? Plus, look, almost a 3-hour live stream. We've had over 140 people in here, consistently over 100 people in here. Like, are you okay, Elaine? People are here for this. So stop this talk like, say anyone is scared of you. No, you go to the police. This is why we will just, like, with someone like Elaine, we know she goes to the police. You can't go to the police about this. Not the bully. You can't be complaining about people making videos about you. Not after what you've done, Elaine.
No, do you know what it is? Like, it's you know, it's too much of a headache. And the thing is, there's, like, when you normally, even in a rap battle, right, you have more points when you state facts about this person. Do you know what I mean? And the crowd goes, whoa.
Wild.
Instead of like, now you said it, and then now you'd be like, your mom is fat. Your mom is this and that. Did you get it? I'm not coming for you, Clue, man. Listen, I'm not coming for you, man. I still got love for you, my bro. Like, I appreciate what he does. But
nah, bro, you might want to be careful though. Like, all hands and feet. Dal Sim can get all hands and feet. Like, be careful. I'm just saying. Clue's in this content space now, and I'm just saying, bro, be careful, bro. Dal Sim can get all hands and feet.
I absolutely, like, I don't support this. Do you know what I mean? Like,
you know, his biggest mistake was making it personal.
Yeah.
If I only took shots at him and I was only talking about him, he needs to do the same. But
let me teach Elaine and all other women. When you step into beef with a man, let me tell you something. You might tell someone, shut your mouth, and they come back and they shank you or shoot you. You're going to say, oh my God, why did you shank him or shoot them? That's too extreme. I'm going to say, why did you tell that man, shut your mouth? Shut your mouth is an act of aggression. You don't know what the other person is going through. You don't know what that person is dealing with. And when you go start beef, you don't get to say how it ends. Women think they can get to say the parameters of beef, but men know once beef starts, that it can go any direction. This is why you shouldn't start beef. You can just get into a fight with someone and you punch them, they fall over, hit their head, and they're dead. You didn't mean to do it, but now you're going to be on a manslaughter charge. This is why men don't fight unnecessarily, because when we do, it can end with someone losing their life. This is why men don't just call out other men on social media, because when we link up in real life, it's going to get very techie. But only a woman thinks she can tell Clue what the parameters of what this beef is. Clue's a man that did jail for like 10 years. And you think you can tell him how to handle it. Bare man don't even respect girls. They will slap girls up. Oh, you shouldn't slap girls. Let me tell you something. Certain men don't prescribe to that. So you got to be careful and know who you're dealing with, because if you prescribe with them, man, they don't care. Just saying.
When it's decided to involve my partner, now you're getting personal and now it's gone left. So he's lost his power as a man. He's lost his power as a content creator. He's lost his respect in the...
What? He's lost his power as a content creator? Hey, go look at Clue's views now. Are you dumb? He was hyped off your videos. These women, like, this is what I'm trying to say. Clue hasn't lost anything. Clue hasn't lost anything. The only thing you've done is you've made Clue platform bigger and you've ruined your whole movement. You've united Bouncer and Clue. They had issues. They've united. You united me, Clue, and Bouncer. You thought you could tag Bouncer for Bouncer to attack me. You think I don't know? You're atting Bouncer so Bouncer can stand up for you, but Bouncer's not gonna. You don't know what's going on right now, Elaine. Do you get me? You're thinking that you're gonna get the man them to fight each other. You're not gonna get us to fight each other. We're locked in. We're locked in. It's not gonna work the way you think it's gonna work. 2026, the man them are working and we're building. When we said it's the industry reset, this is what we mean. We mean that's the industry reset. We all got our own platforms. You can't tell us what to do or what to say. You can't govern us over here. Like, that's what we're talking about. To get me? Dream big. I'm gonna answer this for you, because I feel as if you're a bit of an agent and you be a bit rude and you're being disrespectful. But I'm gonna answer this for you. Why are you going so hard on this woman? Even the Asian man, the Mason, going hard as you. What are you trying to gain? I'm trying to make this disgusting individual, this rude, loud, belligerent, I'm going to say it again, disrespectful, obnoxious, caricature of what it is to be a black Jamaican Caribbean woman that embodies the stereotypes of loud, angry. Do you understand? The stereotype, all right? This woman has come into the community to cause divide. She repeatedly calls black men out of their name. She insults their mothers. She tells black men we don't love black women. All right? All right? And then when she insults people and people want to take a stand, she tries to up the scale by talking gang talk, even though she's supposed to be a leader. And when people are not scared and they want to defend themselves, she goes to the police. And now she's on a tour to try to change the narrative. She's a very dangerous individual, and no black men under my watch are going to be weaponized and to fight a battle for Elaine The Pain. That's it. And women like her are destructive to the ethnic image of the black woman in entirety. She does not represent my sisters or my mother or any women around me, but yet she's been platformed. That's the issue. And if you cannot understand that, the way I've explained it to you, you're not the types of people that we want over here. I suggest you go over to Elaine The Pain, because it lets me know where your mentality is. I'm being very serious, because this is we're creating a divide, us and them. They're not like us. They're not like us. They're not. We're creating a divide right now. So it's us and them. And them are the people that prescribe to her way of thinking. And you do not represent us. We have to let people know in 2026, those black people are not like us. Hope that explains it to you.
Community, because what self-respecting black man will respect you out in someone's dying mother, right?
Yeah,
so
that's I mean, that's pretty low. I mean,
it is low.
Whether he knew or not that she was dying,
he had information on her, so I'm pretty sure.
But again, like, it is low, and it's also important to stick to the argument as
Yes.
opposed to having an argument with the person. So
Yeah.
let's argue what the actual
But
context
this is the
is.
thing. He
Yeah.
couldn't get anything on me.
Mm.
So he decided to attack people around me.
Mm.
And when you do that, you've lost it.
Mm.
You've absolutely.
What's wrong with you? Let me tell you how it goes. This for women. If you start beef with me and your girl, I will move to your brother, I'll move to your uncle, I'll move to your dad. What's wrong with you? Like, what's wrong with you? And if you got a younger brother, my young G's, I might get them to move to him too. Like in school or something. This is how real it is. Stop starting beef with us because this is how it is. This is the truth of the matter. Man will, like, well, I can't put my hands on a woman, but I'll bang up your brother. What's wrong with you? I'll move to him. Like, your brother will have to, yes. What's wrong with you? This is how it's always been. So that's how I know you don't have, that's how I know you don't have no bad boys in your family because they would have told you, don't bring us into nothing. Because when we come, it's going to be heavy. That's how I know. That's how I know. Yeah, Clue done everything right. You got this girl shook.
Absolutely lost it.
The thing about the whole grape situation, because he was talking about, you said something about him being accused of grape or something like that.
Earlier, I think it was like a month or two ago, Shade Room posted him when he was in his kitchen, and he basically said, "Oh, if a girl is drunk, right, I wouldn't be taking her home. I wouldn't be taking her back to hers. She'll be coming back to mine because I've spent racks on her. I've spent money on her. So we're going to sleep together."
Is that what he said in his own words?
That's what he said in his own podcast.
That's crazy.
And that is what I mentioned. And also, if you're going to quote me, get it right. I said, do you not have other things?
Look, this is what we do here. You're going in timeout. Hey, dream big. Because you dream small. Pookie from New Jack City got a lot to say. I'm Jamaican man. Myself, watch your bum, your blood clot mouth respectfully. Shut your mouth, man. And that's not respectfully. No, shut your mouth. What do you mean, watch my mouth? You would never say that to my face about watch my mouth. Shut your mouth, man. You, like, once again, another Jamaican person talking about blood clot being disrespectful. Who do you think you are? Just like Elaine. You're just like Elaine, but you're an idiot, bro. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. What about that? Yeah? Yeah? Disrespectful. Put you in timeout. Some of these man, in real life, these man never got this energy. They're like Elaine. They just say things in comments. But in real life, never, ever. Do you get me? Just like Elaine. Yeah. Anyway.
You should be doing, like taking drunk girls back to your home and off. That is what I said. Let me be crystal clear. I didn't say I know you're. I didn't say I know this, I know that. But what men seem to forget is that those actions that you're putting out, that is the same way as if someone.
Right,
great.
Okay.
I'm so sorry.
No, you're good.
That is right. The same way as if a man doesn't know that if you remove a condom and the girl does not have consent, that is considered well. Right. So because men are not aware of this, you need to understand what you are saying.
Hey, yo, HC, the Asian boycott is over. It's over. It's over. It's lost all. Listen, it's all over now. She's sitting on a podcast with some Somali brother after she was dissing halal meat and that. Do you get me? It's all over. Her movement is finished. Like, it's gone. There's no more. Do you get me? There's no more movement. All it's going to be with her trying to whatever. And whenever she does, I'm going to react to it. You know, every time I see Elaine, and she's doing a video, we're reacting to it. There's never going to be an Elaine The Pain video where she's talking that you don't see me reacting to it. Elaine, it's me and you now. Me and you, I'm your co-host. Me and you, Elaine, I'm your new co-host. It's Elaine and Chai. Chai Lane. That's what they're going to be calling us, Chai Lane. Because we're going to come as a duo now. Yeah, of course. Me and you, Elaine, whenever you do a video, I'm going to react. How about that?
So when he boldly went on his channel, sipping his tea, coffee, I don't know what the hell it was. He said that. And now when someone has referenced it, you're now trying to twist it. But bro, that's what you said. And that's what those
if that's what
actions
he
mean.
said, if that's what he said, it's
Absolutely.
crazy work. No, 100%. I wouldn't support that at all. Nah, man. Listen, let's move on to I wanted to talk about also one more person, My Nature Music. You know, another cool brother that I've had exchange of words with a couple of months ago as well.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
So yeah, but do you know what it is? Like, I don't know him personally, but we just had few exchange of words, and I wanted to, you know, hopefully be able to collab with him and etc.
Right.
I think this was about 2 months ago, you know, so we send each other voice notes and stuff like that as well.
Okay, cool.
But that was the only time we've had exchange of words, but it was just nothing but love, do you know what I mean? And I just told him, yo, keep doing your thing. I love your content and stuff like that. Yeah. So, but of course, there's also been a back and forth with you, and I haven't really looked into it too much.
Yeah, there's not really nothing there.
Okay, so there's nothing really.
There's not really nothing there, you know. He made like 1,200 videos on me. I'm exaggerating, but that's what it felt like. He was just, you know, he was offended at some of the stuff that I said. And, you know, it was more of kind of like this fake love, like, oh, big you up, Elaine, but you're wrong for doing this and wrong for saying that. And I feel like he was more clout chasing because it was a trending thing rather than actually adding an intellectual.
So the thing about Elaine is My Nature, Minnie was very fair. He just said, look, he supports the black by black, but he doesn't support the boycott. The moment that you say you don't support the boycott is the moment where she starts talking about your jelly back, your cool and your this, and start trying to diss. Do you understand? And Minnie does it on Instagram. I'm not Minnie. I'm doing it on YouTube. I told Minnie, what are you doing on Instagram for? That's dead. No, nah, YouTube's gonna get where it needs to go. YouTube's gonna be where it needs to be. It's gonna be independent. They want to play it and they want to play this on their turf. No, we're not doing that. Minnie's a good guy though. Minnie's a good guy.
Kind of stance and a conversation towards it. He got offended by what I said on RTM when I was questioning why black people would. I know you're of the Muslim faith, but I asked the question of black people on my TikTok live that why would you? Majority of black people are Christians, right? There is a small minority that are Muslim, right? But compared to the majority as a whole, you know, the Nigerians, the Caribbeans, whatever, majority are Christian. And so I was asking, why is it that Christians would go to a butcher's that has been prayed over in another religion and in another language? All I was doing was asking a question. I didn't mean to cause offense.
You didn't mean to cook because you're so unintelligent. Go look in the Bible. You do know that Jewish people can have halal meat and Muslims can have kosher meat and Christians can have halal meat and kosher. You didn't mean to cause an offense because you're unintelligent and you're stupid. You say things without understanding what they mean, and you're offending people. Talking about, oh, I don't want people praying over my meat. Halal, it's not about prayer. It's about the way the meat is killed. Okay, versus you want your meat to be stunned and shot up in the head and bare things. The majority of black Caribbean restaurants or African restaurants source halal meat. Okay, it is just the way it's been cooked. But you're so uneducated. You want to go. This is what I'm trying to say. How would the leader of the movement not even understanding what halal meat is and the process of why halal? She doesn't even understand it, but yet you're gonna have this woman speak for us.
It was just a question. I'm allowed to ask questions, right?
You're allowed to, of course. Yeah.
And because my background is Christian. My dad is Christian, my mum is Christian. So when I started to clock these sorts of things, because now I'm starting to realize about where I'm spending my money and why I'm doing it, right? So all I was asking a question, but he told me that I was wrong for asking that. I was wrong for insinuating that. And that, you know, now I have an all and out war with Muslims and all of these sorts of things, which is getting ridiculous. But, you know, Spray is also of the Muslim faith. I think Chronic as well. Chronic as well. I think he is.
Oh, okay.
I think
I'm
he
not
is.
too sure. I know. Spray is,
and Chronic is.
Oh no, they are. He is, because they were planning to go Umrah together. Yeah.
So Spray is and Chronic is, and if I said something offensive about Muslims, they would absolutely have pulled me up because they are extremely
there's no filter there,
right. They would absolutely.
They will make you dance.
This is what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
They would have absolutely pulled me up and would have said, Elaine, you're wrong, right? And you would have seen it on RTM, but it wasn't that. It was just a question of if the J community can.
Why is she scared to say it? Why is she scared to say it? She said Jew, then she's the J. She's scared. Listen, she's scared. This is what I'm trying to say to you. She's scared. Melissa, you're not even smart enough to be a paid agent, to be honest with you. You're just smart enough to know that what you can speak about and what you can't. Do you understand? Yeah. She's not a paid agent. They won't even pay her. She's too dumb to be paid.
Buy their meat from their own, and it's blessed in their own way. And the Muslim community can buy meat from their own, and it's blessed in the same way. I absolutely want to see Christian butchers that it can be blessed in their own way, and all of those sorts of things. Why can't we be on a path like that? You know? So that was the question that I was asking, but obviously my nature got offended, and he was saying,
Bob, Norris, are you a real person? Hey, Norris, you got a lot of chat. Yeah. I'm not here to defend RTM. I'm just here saying when he's in the room with West Indians, he doesn't keep the same energy. Not at all. No, Norris, my guy, you got a lot of chat. You've been talking a lot of rubbish, and I want to block you, but you're talking a lot of rubbish. So what I want to do is I want to invite you to the chat. There's the link. Put your camera on and your audio on, and let's have a discussion then. Like, remember, this is what I do over here. You got a lot of chat. You got a lot of chat in the comments, yeah? So I'm going to give you an opportunity to say what you want to say. Just make sure your camera's on because we need to see your face. That's it. And make sure you pull up on the camera because you got a lot of energy to be in the chat. Don't comment back. I've given you the link. That's the link. You click the link. You'll get into the green room. Put your camera and your audio on and you can say what you have to say. This is what we do over here. If not, you're just like Elaine The Pain. You're just chatty.
And all these sorts of things. But really and truly deep down, I think he was just jealous that, you know, his idols invited me onto the podcast and they don't really give him reception like that. I'm not going to lie. Because that's what it felt like to me and what he was saying.
Oh, okay. No, the thing is, okay, so it's been a bit for, and you're thinking, do you think it's fake love that he's giving you in terms of like, you know, actually bigging you up, and at the same time, do you think that is a facade, or do you think that's more real?
I think it's a fake love because the videos that he's put out about me specifically have all been extremely negative. It's been negative, and you know, for black men that are talking
hold on.
up,
We're gonna just pull up for a second. Yo, man, like Karma hit man with a £20 super. Hey, yo. Let's just pull up for a second, yo. Man, like Karma, you know, yeah, man, Karma hit man with a 20. Come on, man, like Karma hit man with that quick £20 super chat. So I'm gonna big you up, bro. Big you up, appreciate you, man. And that's it, man. Like, guys, like man's doing a stream. We're streaming, we're creating content for you guys. I am doing the videos, the reactions, and you guys said you wanted to see me more on screen and do more of this, so I'm doing it. Like, I'm just trying to kind of keep to what the audience wants. So if you guys want it, I'll do it. And I appreciate all the support. And it just, you know, like that. People pay for what they appreciate, so I appreciate that. But more importantly, I want people to understand they can't control us because we built it ourselves. When you build your audience yourself and you build it, they can't tell you what, and this is what they hate. Elaine The Pain has to go and beg to be on people's platforms to get her voice out because they took away a TikTok, and her Instagram is an echo chamber. An echo chamber won't help you grow. It just tells you, it's like the magic mirror that just tells you what you want to hear, but it doesn't really show you the truth. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all? It's telling you, Melissa, but it's not. It's lying to you. And that's where she lives in. So the people that come over here, they're independent thinkers. So I appreciate you, man. So big you up, man. I appreciate the £20 super chat, yeah? All right, my brother. Come on. Hey, big up, T. I see you, TT. I see you, T. Big you up.
there are some that have stood by me, and London Open TV has absolutely stood by me and become a mentor. Like, shout outs to London Open TV. He's been an amazing mentor. And there are other people as well. But I believe that when it comes to my nature, it's all fake love. And then when I disagree with him on something, he then made another video calling me and London TV out and out racists and all of these sorts of things.
I've seen that video. Yeah, I've seen that video where he did say, you know, the reason why he blocked that page was he was just predominantly coming for, well, don't quote my words, but he was coming a lot for Asians. And
who blocked whose page?
My nature was talking about that.
Blocked whose page?
This London Open TV.
He blocked it.
Yeah, so that I saw a video. He said, but this is prior. Like, I'm not sure if this is now, but he's saying I blocked this, you know, page before. So he said, you know, like, of course, you and it's you didn't know this, right? Or
no, I didn't.
Oh, okay, yeah. So he blocked him, but for the same reason. So it's for the same reason where his page was just nothing but attacking the Asians and etc. And he said, boy, if you don't stop, you know what I mean?
But he's not Asian.
No, but he said he was coming for Asians.
But it's, mistake me if I'm wrong, but my nature is a black man.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. No.
So
I get that.
So even if
he's basically saying, sorry to cut you off. He's saying like the reason why he blocked him is because his page represents nothing but him attacking the Asians in whichever way you want to call this, right? Okay. So it's nothing but that. And then he said,
So big up Aruba. Aruba says, let's stop commenting on her physical appearance. China can do that because she dissed him. Everybody else, let's stick to topic. I hear that, but here's the problem. You see, when people continuously go out and they diss other people, yeah, it kind of, people don't feel sorry for them. So the fact that people are dissing her now is because she spent her whole life dissing other people. So now she leaves it open. Do you understand? It was yesterday she was dissing Ginger J again, talking about his skin color. So do you understand? So I don't feel sorry for her. Like, there's not one thing that she put up that I feel bad. She wanted to make us feel bad about her mother, but she knew what her mother's condition was when she was attacking men. Do you understand? So I don't feel bad. You can't make me feel bad over here. I'm sorry. Like, real men over here, you can't play on our heartstrings. That won't work over here.
To like even warn him and say, hey bro, if you keep posting these clips, I'm gonna have to block you. And it carried on, and then he eventually blocked him. Just to put this in a brief,
Now I'm getting a sense of what's going on.
And then now he's, of course,
Norris, I'm gonna block you because I gave you the link and you didn't want to jump on the link. So it lets me know what type of man you are. Stop talking in the comments, Norris. Here's the link. Jump in the chat. Yeah, put your camera on and your audio. No one can hurt you. How can you be scared to jump on a camera? What can happen to you? Like, so if you're the type of man that can't even jump on a camera and back the chat that you're typing, just say it on camera. But if you cannot, it lets me know the type of man you are. And it makes sense why you support Elaine, because you're not a man. You're a simp. Because real men, would everything that you say, you stand for it. Well, let's have a discussion about it. It's very simple. But you won't do it, will you? Because you're not a man. You're a simp.
Seeing you and London Open TV coming together, you know what I mean? So it's like now they tag teaming, and hey, listen, my nature, man. Listen, don't come for me, man. I got love for you, my broski.
Bro, that's twice you said that. Don't come for me. You said it to Clue. Now you say it to Minnie. Like, you want to sit down with people, but you don't want to hold them up. But then you don't want the man them to call you out. The man them are going to call you out for simping. I'm telling you this. Like, I'm not going to be too harsh on you. Do you get me? Yeah, because I see what you're doing. But I will tell you, like, you haven't challenged this woman. You haven't called her. You're allowed her to come and sit there. You haven't done your research. You haven't pulled up clips where you should be showing her contradictions. You haven't. You've allowed her to come and spin a narrative to aid and abet her. So I'm sorry, my guy. Like, it's thoroughly disappointing.
Just saying the facts out here, you know. No, but
That's
so this
crazy.
is why, and he did say the same thing. Like, he has Asian friends, and he has the same reason why a lot of men are speaking up, and the same reason why you are.
Can you answer this to me? Black women get it. They get the context. They get the intent. They get why they need to invest in the Black community. Some Black men get it, but the majority of Black men that have South Asian friends are fighting hard against me. Even if you don't agree with the boycott, me and you can still sit down and say, there are issues here. There are points that have been made.
Just exactly how I've just pointed it out. Yeah.
And how can we, and finding solutions. And this is the thing. You've sat here and you've tried to give solutions, and I've been absolutely receptive and open to that. My Nature Music did none of those things, right? So he was.
What are you talking about? Hey, Minnie, you're gonna have to cook her for this, man, because he was so balanced. He was so good, and you attacked him. You put him on your page. What are you talking about? Like, what are you talking about?
Just attacking a Black woman. It didn't work out for him. And I'm going to stick up for London Open TV and say that he has hailed up a couple of South Asians. He really has. And I've seen that for myself.
And the thing is, I don't know nothing about London Open TV. Do you know what?
He's an idiot, okay? And I'm not going to talk too much over here, bro. But you already know what time, you know what timing I'm on, and you know what you man done recently, innit? So I'm not going to talk too much in it, but that's, you must be one of her 20 soldiers that she said that she had. Yeah, Daryl, London Open TV. You must have been one of the 20 soldiers that she said that she had. I'm not going to talk too much because I'm not about the internet. I let the man them do. When I say I'm not about the internet, but when things get real, the internet's not going to hear about it. That's all I'm going to say. So you had a lot to say. So yeah, you know what time it is. You know what time it is.
I was doing my research, and my research was purely based upon you. So I didn't even think about going onto this guy's page or whatever. But I didn't want to go too far left. You get it? But I hear you.
He's held up.
He has been bigging them up.
South Asians.
Okay, cool.
He's even said, you know what? Elaine's got a point. How are we going to build our community? I don't even think he really believes in a boycott, but he believes in redirecting our money back into the Black community. So I'm not really.
London Open TV?
Yes.
Okay, got you.
And
where's he originally from?
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm not really too sure, but
wait,
I've just seen the online support.
Don't crack joke. China, watch your video, make your commentary. Don't crack joke, bro. It's not funny. You wanted to make joke. I told you there's the link. This is what men do. Don't crack joke. Don't try to beg it. Don't beg friend. You wanted to say things. Now I'm saying to you to pull up. This is what men do. Don't beg it. Don't beg it. It's embarrassing. Don't beg. It's disgusting. Like, don't try to put a laughing emoji. Keep that same energy and jump on the live stream. Like, don't try to beg it. Do you understand? Like, do you get me? Don't beg it. Jump on the live stream.
That he's given me. Obviously, we will have conversations, but that's where it's at.
Oh, okay. You see, there's always two sides to a story. Do you know what I mean? But it's cool to and here's another thing. That's another problem that we have as Black people. We are so focused on, getting in the ring with each other, and and not focusing on what's important. How can we push each other? Remember, I was talking about this earlier.
Yeah, you are.
So we're too focused on he said, that said, let me do a reply on this. It almost sounds like a hit 'em up Tupac or some type of shit. You know what I mean? Click the claim, you know what I mean? Brothers want to just, but I mean, another thing, we're fighting each other too much, man. You know what I mean?
But this is the thing. This is necessary because we've been in a position where we are. Now, I know in Black people's psyche, they don't want to feel uncomfortable. They don't want to, I'm saying change. They don't want to go without, right? But if you are investing in your community, you have to make...
No, Ginger say, here's why I don't date Black women, because you don't know how to get put in your place. Those are his exact words. And he was talking about women like that. He don't say he hates Black women. He said he doesn't date Black women. You need to watch the full show. They'll try to spin the narrative. He never said he hates Black women. He just says he doesn't date them, and that's okay.
Changes. I've always said this, I'm not the head honcho in this. If anyone has any other solutions, let me know. I'm more than happy to sit down and chop it up with you and put that out to people and see if it sticks, right? Anyone can be like, Elaine, I have this solution. I have this. And people have come to me.
Yeah.
So
We're more worried about postcodes and
yeah,
what you doing in this area, where you from, and all of this stuff.
ridiculous.
I just can name 10 bullet points as to where we're going wrong. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we're going to be here all night if I do
Yeah.
that. But there is definitely solutions and work. Of course, like, I do disagree with the whole boycotting thing, but I'm glad that we did have a conversation and we came to, you know, a complete understanding.
Aki, yo, my bro, my brother. Oh, my bro, man. I don't know you, man, and I just felt like you could have handled this better. But I see what you're trying to do, so I'm not going to be too hard on the brother. You get me, man? But just when you get an opportunity to interview people, man, you got to come with that Piers Morgan energy, man. You got to come with that Piers Morgan energy.
Now, you've received, of course, a lot of hate online, but before that, you said you've lost a lot of friends along the way. Talk to me about that.
So there's been friends that have disagreed with me about that, but instead of coming to talk to me about it, you have basically reposted stuff, liked videos of people literally like digging me out, you know what I mean, and all of those sorts of things.
Bro, because people are tired of your rubbish, even your friends. Like, have you not noticed with her? It's everybody apart from her. Everybody apart from her. Even your friends are tired of your rubbish that you're spewing. But it's everybody apart from her. Have you not noticed this? Like, honestly, like everyone is the issue. It's everyone is the problem. It's apart from her. Do you get me?
And I would encourage people, friendships or whatever, if you have a disagreement, absolutely, you're not going to agree on everything, but come to me and I will absolutely be open with you if we're friends like that. Do you know what I'm saying? But it's made me realize that, you know, how people move and how people talk about me in rooms, because I'm in those.
Yo, I just see another super chat come through. Yo, big up my guy over there. Merc for the £20 super chat. I appreciate you, bro. Big you up, my brother. He says, halal just means lawful, reciting a blessing in the name of Allah, the greatest for the ummah. No Asians eat halal. Shook to say Jews and Muslims. Yeah, she's very shook, man. And I appreciate the £20 super chat, guys. Remember, if you want to donate to the channel, you can. All donations are welcome. We appreciate it. If you're not donating, then just like the video and comment on the actual stream when it actually goes live at the end of this as well. I appreciate that, man. Big you up, bro, man. Because like I said, I'm doing this content for you. I'm here streaming for you. You guys said you wanted me to do more. They said they wanted me to do more of this, not just the other videos that I do. So I said I would do this. I want to put out more short clips for you guys. I'm just doing what you guys have asked in it. So if you ask for it, I do it. I just ask that you show up for me. And I can't lie, you've been showing up for me. So yeah, we're all good. We're all good. There's no beef.
Rooms. I'm in those TikTok lives.
You're peaking.
I'm peeking on the burner account, right?
Yeah.
I'm peeking on a burner account. So
what's the burner account?
Burner account.
No.
Don't even explain that.
No, I'm joking.
But yeah, I'm sure you have one.
Yeah.
You do?
Who about me?
Yeah.
No, I ain't even got time for that. Do you know what it is? I barely go on other people's life. I can just about do my own life, you know what I mean? But I've heard about burner accounts.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, everyone will not be for your cause and everyone is not your friends. And I'm learning that extremely quickly. And people will latch onto you if they know that you're going far. But there are some people that have been with me even before this boycott, and they've absolutely stood with me.
You're not going nowhere. And you should have never gone into Spray Show because it didn't help you, only helped Young Spray. But hey, here we are.
Absolutely invested in our friendship, and I will always remember those people and appreciate it more than they know, honestly.
And what's this long-term friends like? Were you guys really tight for?
I wouldn't say we're really tight, but sometimes when people get quite close over situations and stuff like that, and you go to them for anything, and they come off as, oh, I'm thinking about you and this and that and whatever it is, but really and truly it's not that. Because if you knew that I was in controversy and you haven't reached out to me or called my phone or asked me if I'm okay, I know where we stand. I'm a Scorpio. I don't need to talk too much. You just be cut off.
Yeah.
And that's it.
No, that makes sense. And also, this of course affected your because you come online and you always see is that tough Elaine The Pain, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You guys need to, and I'm like, whoa, I'm just dropping off my chair for no reason. But like you come across as like, you know what I mean, you're ready for any type of smoke, do you know what I mean? But there's something inside you, that is still a human. You still have feelings, you're that little girl type of energy, So like, how has this hate online affected you? Like, how's your mental health been in terms of that? Because, but yeah, talk to me.
This is not my first time that I've been hated online. I think I've got into about 2 diaspora wars with the Black Americans.
Yeah.
So when I'm being like, eaten up is the word, or people are saying stuff about me, I've already been through this.
But why are you having diaspora wars with Americans? Why are you repeatedly having conflict wars with people? Guys, you have to ask yourself, if someone repeatedly finds himself in a scenario, at some point you have to ask yourself, and maybe it's the person. Have you never thought about that? Maybe it's the person. You need to ask yourself. Maybe it's the person.
So my mental is crazy ready. Like, I'm on it. But the first time I ever went through online hate was when I got into it with a Black American. And then we were going back and forth and whatever it was. And then just the online hate that I was getting, right? And then I was like, oh, I was literally shaking, because for a load of people to hate you on the internet, you think the whole world hates you, right? Because it's just a chasm. It's such a toxic chasm, right? So it's like, oh, I'm going to stay off the internet and all of those sorts of things. They hate me. They don't like me. Like, what did I say wrong? I was just speaking my mind, all of those sorts of things. Because I was pretty naive in terms of like.
Hey, big up. HC says, dream big as a simp. I'm Jamaican too. And I hope you're reading when I say you're simp, which by default makes you a pussy. Bro, I blocked him. I'll be real, because I just clocked what it was on, innit? And like, I don't mind a bit of, like, I don't mind people not agreeing with us. But when man start trying to just draw you out, I just be like, what I do is I remove them from the party, because what you do with these people, is that they really want to be here and you take away what they want. So they want to be here trolling, but we don't mind. We don't mind them, yeah. We'll remove them. And the reason we'll remove them is because the reason we'll remove them is because it doesn't matter to us. You understand? Like, so we will. I'll just turn off my screen. He wants to troll us. He wants to talk all this gang talk. He wants to talk all this stuff. But bro, man, will just get rid of him, innit? And when we get rid of him, he's upset now. So he's gone. He's gone.
Not knowing that your words can trigger people, right? And all different ages. So one day my sister was like, Elaine, why are you like not online? Oh, because people hate me and I can't keep up. And she was like, did you mean what you said? Yes, I meant what I said. Are you going to stand behind it? Yes, I'm going to stand behind it because I can explain it. So she was like, get back on there and tell these people that you stand behind it and don't this is my little sister as well. She's so wise beyond her years. But she was like, stand it and defend it. Defend your opinion and not always explain yourself, but if you want to explain, and don't apologize, because that is what it is, right? So then I made a video, whatever it is, still getting online, it's still getting views. I got about 100k views, but it was like on like 100 likes, right? Because the haters are hating, right?
Yeah.
But I was making videos and whatever it is. Soon it kind of teetered off and dropped off, right? But I had to tough it out because my mental health I was just so overwhelmed that people just hated me, right? And I got through that. And then if the next thing like happened now, I'm getting online hate, I absolutely know how to deal with it. I feel like now I need to change how to deal with it because I'm not no little TikToker anymore, right? My voice holds weight, my content holds weight, and I need to right now I'm replying.
No, Elaine, you've messed up that opportunity that you had. You will not be taken seriously no more. No black men will stand behind you after snitching and trying to put Clue into prison. Like, your movement is done. The boycott is over. She's gonna still try to continue, but it's all over. It's over, Elaine. Like, she knows it's over. That's why she's sitting with a podcaster that no one really knows. Nope. Like, do you understand? Her whole movement is done. It's finished. Like, it's finished. It's done. It's all over. Yeah, not all skin folk are kinfolk, man. Like, it's all over. It's all over. It's all done. It's all done. It's all done. It's all. Get out of here, man.
To everything and all of those sorts of things. Now I need to rewire my brain to be like, you're not a TikTok anymore. You don't need to reply to everyone. You can't fight everyone, right? But that's the trauma that's playing from the time, there was the online hate. So right now what I'm doing is I'm not explaining myself. I'm just blocking off people and all of those sorts of things. So that has kind of helped. But it definitely does.
Yeah, she's blocking everybody. Like she blocked me and I never ever atted her. Imagine this, just like ZZ Mills. Both of these women decided to at me publicly and not once did I at them. But when I made videos, they both found themselves to my page. It's so interesting to me. Like, when you made videos and you spoke about me, not once did I come to your pages because I knew that why am I coming to your page? It's an echo. It's just for your people, right? But then you want to come to my page because you're so triggered at what I'm doing. Look, 3.5 hours, Elaine The Pain, and shout out to 3.5 hours, Elaine. Shout out to the man them. Look, 3.5 hours, Elaine. Shout out to Yasser for the $4.99 super chat. Shout out to HC for the £2 super chat. Get me HC again. Hit me again with a £10 super chat. Shout out to Karma for the £20 super chat. Shout out to Merck for the £20 super chat. So I'm saying to you, yeah? Yeah? Do you understand? Like, the man them are tired. The man them, they tired. They said, nah, it's over. No more. We're gonna support China. He's standing up for what's right. He's speaking for the values, for the family. This is what they hate. We don't need them. Why do we need them when the man them got me? Why do I need them to believe in me or they fake brand deals when the man them got me? Get out of here, man.
Take a toll on you when thousands, if not hundreds of people are coming at you all at one time. So it is a lot.
Yeah, no, I feel you. And just to like wrap this up as well. Of course, you've been banned twice on TikTok already, and the Americans have mass reported you and etc.
And now the South Asians mass reported me too.
Got you.
Yeah.
And but moving forward, like you can already tell, like, do you feel like if you stick to, of course, what you're saying online, and of course there is ways where you could hopefully, after this conversation, be able to navigate that and come up with ideas. I hope I've given you, some things.
Added definitely. Added to the conversation.
And hopefully maybe come from a different approach where we could still help each other, where we could still, make sure that we get seen and we heard and people buy from us. And there's ways to go about it. Because here's the thing. I wouldn't want you to now continue doing your TikTok and you've built it up again for the third time and now it gets mass reported and you get banned again. Yeah. Do you get what I mean? Because it does take a lot of work to do this. Do you know what I mean? So
I just want to explain that.
No,
actually.
sure,
so for the people who go through those situations, right now, I have to pivot, right? And I'm thinking, so what can I do to pivot? What other apps or streaming services can I hop on to the point where, I have my own IP? So people can't just rip down stuff. Now, TikTok is extremely different because it's extreme.
IP, it's too late for you. What, you only figured out now? You relied on TikTok that is heavily censored, okay? You built Instagram, but it doesn't reflect because you're 80,000 or 100,000 followers on Instagram. When I look at your YouTube subscribers, you just got about 1,000. no one cares about your YouTube. Like, so you haven't monetized, you haven't built anything. A lot of these women don't build anything. They go into people's platforms that are built. But so now you can't get any gifts from TikTok. How are you gonna get your money? So now you need to build yourself on other platforms, okay? But you don't carry yourself well. You need to invest in studio time. You need to put money. Elaine, you're not internet ready. Do you understand? You're talking about IP now. You should have had your IP. You should have had your IP on lock. You should have had that. You're talking about developing other streaming to push your hate. You think people are gonna follow you there to push your hate? Nah, Elaine. You know you fucked up, right? You did.
Me censored. Other apps are not censored. So I would do well on other apps because they're not so censored as TikTok. I mean, at the end of the day, you can, fall over, graze your knee on TikTok, you can have 1,000 followers, right? So the followers to me don't mean anything. So I can build up my TikTok again. Like I built that second one within like a year and a half, up to 130,000 followers. I can do that again, but TikTok is too toxic. People have my name in their mouths.
TikTok is too toxic. People have my name in their mouths. Can the woman that speaks about this is what I'm trying to say. This is pure mental health. The woman that does nothing but have other people's names in her mouth is now saying TikTok is too toxic. No, what's happened is they got onto you. What happens is they got onto you, and then they and then they banned you. So you lost your opportunity to make money because TikTok, you was making good money, wasn't you? On the TikTok creative fund, you was making good money, and the gifts, you was getting good money. But they've taken that away now. So when you haven't got the opportunity to make the money now more, what you doing? Now you're talking about, oh, I got to find a less. Go on TikTok, go on Twitter then, say whatever you want to say. Do you get me? Go on Twitter, go on Rumble. What are you talking about? You got a YouTube channel. Why don't you stream on YouTube? Do you get me? But now you want to talk about pivot.
And right now they're coming for me. Right now I'm receiving so much love on Instagram. I love it on Instagram. And to be honest, the FYP is better. So that's what I'm going
it's
on,
more
right?
friendly,
Exactly.
the FYP.
But right now I need to focus on how I'm going to make money on YouTube and also Instagram. So TikTok.
Oh, wait. Everybody, did you hear what she said? I want to focus on how I want to make money on YouTube and Instagram. Did you hear what she said? She's not Elaine, you're slow. You're very slow out here, Elaine. You're very slow over here, Elaine. You're talking about making money on TikTok and YouTube. Elaine, we're already making money off you. We're way ahead of you. That's why you don't like that's why you wanted Clue to jump onto your live, because you want to govern it. You don't get to govern it over here, Elaine. You want to make money. Oh, Elaine, guys, she's late. Like, get me? Like, what? Bro, she wanted to get the bag. That's what it was, bro. Everybody wants to get the bag, and they're trying to figure out ways to get it. Do you get me? And she thought she could get the bag like this. What did she do for you to come at her sideways? I'm confused. She's been attacking me for months. After the Ginger J episode, she started trying to say I hate black women. And about a week and a half ago, she attacked me on London Open TV post, trying to say I hate black women. And she's been attacking us for a while and being rude. She came at Ginger J, who's a good friend of mine. She came at Loons, very disrespectful, and she came at Clue. And then I was gonna deal with her before, but I was busy, just like Disease. But now I got time. If you say I hate black women or I'm anything, I will come down on you, because you're essentially saying I hate my mother, my sister, my nieces, the women that I date. And if you try to push that narrative to bring me down, I'm going to bring you down. And that's what she did. And this is why I got so much energy. This is and it's just and it should be an example to anyone else that thinks they're gonna try to. I'm going to make better content of you, and I'm going to make money off you. Oh, sorry. Oh, anonymous. Sorry, bro. I just went off. My bad. My bad. But yeah, that's what happened, didn't it? Do you get me?
Yeah,
Big you up.
100%.
different.
I wanted to wrap this up
Yeah.
before I let you, give a last message out.
Yeah.
But I also feel like this, there's so many issues that just goes on in this world, just in general, that in my eyes are also a lot bigger than this situation. And we can talk about Gaza, we can talk about Tanzania,
Yeah.
we can talk about Congo, and you've spoken about this, you know what I mean? And which is amazing to also see, that type of content and stuff like that. And that's why, like, for me, when I look at what their lives like Sudan, let me take off Sudan, Afghanistan had their own thing going on as well.
Yeah.
But when I look at, what's going on in those countries and the things that we are here, I wouldn't say necessarily complaining about or putting up to the forefront, we're living nice, thank God. Like, we got a roof over our head. We've got, there's nothing wrong with improving on things. You could always improve or whatever. Do you know what I mean? But just to be imagining to be in that position, not even be able to close your eyes peacefully, kids running around without their parents, not knowing where they are. Do you know what I mean, Elaine? Yeah. So there's a bigger issue, like, just in general at hand that, we should have also paid a lot of attention to. Like, we put a lot of attention into this, and I'm not saying we shouldn't, but we should also, put bigger attention and, into that. Do you know what I mean? Like, how can we, help Sudan get over this? What can we do on our behalf? You know what I mean? Can we raise a GoFundMe? Can we do this? Can we do events to raise money or raise awareness or whatever, for Congo and all these other countries? I think, like, I would, like, if you, for example, like, of course, we've had our disagreements and it's okay. But if you came up with that, for example, and I saw videos of that, like, I'll be so, like, like, there's no disagreements whatsoever. Anything I need to do to help you push that forward, it will be a no-brainer for everybody. Do you know what I mean? This is so controversial. And there's nothing wrong with, being so passionate about our peoples and want our peoples to win. I just felt like maybe the message could have just been a little bit different. That's all it was from my side.
Yeah.
But I understand, we need to level up. It's time to level up. So I get that.
Yo, my bro, like, I'm not gonna get onto you, man. I'm not gonna get onto you, bro. I'm not. You should have pushed back more, but yeah. When you get an opportunity like this, you need to ask the hard questions, because this is the difference between just making. You had an opportunity to get a viral episode. Depending on how you ask the questions, you're still gonna get some views because her name is trending. But I mean, yeah, you could have done this so much better, my guy. You know what I mean?
And I honestly want to thank you for coming. You know what I mean?
much.
It was a good conversation and it was needed to be had. And I would like, any last message that you have for the peoples that you would like to say?
Before we get into the last message, let me read this from Shoot Instant. Ginger J was out of pocket. There was no real ninjas in that room. Bunch of fufu youths all laughing while Ginger J disrespect our black queen. Our black queen. Who's black queen? Is that your black queen? Who's black queen? Was that black queen? What are you talking about? What, is every black woman a queen? No, some women are crackheads and leave their kids just like her mother. Her mother was not a queen. Her mother left the youths while she was skinning up bones. What are you talking about? The women on the show drew out Ginger J for 40 minutes. Did you watch it when they were disrespecting Ginger J? When they spoke about his mother, did you say anything? What about his mother that's a black queen? Did you say anything? No. What about certain Zilla's boyfriend was in the audience? Why didn't her boyfriend stand up? Her boyfriend was there. Zilla's man was there in the audience. Why didn't her man stand up and say, you're disrespecting my woman? He sat down. This is back chat. Why didn't the production staff say anything? Why did none of them? So you're talking about an entertainment show that is done highly. What are you talking about? Bunch of simps. I can just tell. Like, you get me? Go ask Zilla's man why he didn't stand up for his girl when Ginger J stood up? Why didn't her man stand up? Because it's a TV show, it's entertainment. That's what it's made for. The rules state this: you can say whatever you want to say as long as you don't put your hands on anybody else. That is back chat. The people that film back chat are women. Okay, the people that edit back chat are women. The people that do the confessionals when you sit there with the camera are women. Women filmed and edited that and serviced it. They could have said, you know what, this is too toxic to allow to get out. But they said, nope, this is exactly what we need. Okay? So women filmed that moment. They could have said, you know what, this moment happened on the TV. Let's just get rid of it. But they said, no, this moment is going to make a lot of money and let's put it out. And then the behind the scenes, they put it behind the Patreon when he was crashing out. So if you have an issue with it, go and speak to the female production. Go look at the credits of Trend Central Backchat and look at who films and edits it. Then go and talk to the women that produced that and put it out. Seriously. Don't talk to me as a cast member. Talk to the people that edited it out. Because when I stood up to bring Ginger J down, they told me, sit down, China. The production. You don't see that part because they edited it out. You won't see that, will you? So I'm just making you understand something. You know? Because you guys think you know everything and you don't know nothing.
And if you also want to shout out your socials where they can find you, and the camera is over there, that one right there.
So the last thing I want to say is this is, you know, even though we disagree, it is a boycott. And I would encourage Black people to buy from their own. And if you can't look for anything physically online, physically in the store, then you go to online Black-owned stores. If you can't look for anything Black-owned online, then your next kind of last resort is the supermarket. But yeah, thank you so much for having me on. You can find me on Elaine The Pain 88. Elaine The Pain 880 on YouTube, on Instagram. My TikTok is Elaine The Pain Backup. So
yeah. Let me bring it down before we end it up just like this. So like, hold on a second. Elaine The Pain. I'm just gonna keep it 100. I'm gonna just keep it 100 with you. Let me just move my camera a little bit. Look, I'm gonna just keep it 100 with you. She's been humbled. She's been humbled exceptionally. She's been humbled, guys. And I think it was very much needed. It was extremely needed, because we just couldn't continuously have her moving out of control. Now, even how she dealt with this, it was a lot more. Look, she was just trying to get the sympathy vote. She didn't try to create extra beef with Clue or anyone else like that. She hasn't tried to go and do that. So yeah, I think it might kind of be over with Elaine. I think it's kind of over, you know. I can't lie. I think for Elaine The Pain, I think it's over. I think it's over, man. Like, I think it's over for her. Like, yeah, we're gonna find someone needs to get a picture of Elaine The Pain in the Asian shop. Someone needs to get a picture. Get me. You know what I mean? So I'm saying, wait, she's so dumb. She's so dumb. She's talking to is Black. Elaine is dumb. Keep going, bro. I appreciate. Hey, listen, wait. I want to pick up. Hold on a second. I want to pick up the super chats. Look, let's count some bread. 2, 4. Wait, hold on. £120, £220, £60, £70, £72, £77. £77 tonight from streaming to my community. I'm just gonna say thank you. Like, you pay for what you appreciate, right? You pay for what you appreciate, right? You get me? Hey Dupree, you don't like the camera angle. What go on? You don't like it? What go on? You don't like it? I think it's a cool angle. You don't like it? It gives that, like, you know, like Have you ever watched Warriors? It's an old school movie, Warriors, and then they gotta get through the whole city. They got beef in it. They're a gang, and they gotta get through the whole city, and everybody's onto them. And then like they got the radio host, and he's speaking on the host. Like, I think this is a good angle. Don't you like this? Don't you like this? I think it's calm. You don't like this now? You don't like this now? Hey, what happened to you? You don't like this? The big screen. You don't like this now? Oh, like, come on, what's going on? You don't like this? Big up Elaine The Pain. She's gonna get me some more stuff. Big up Elaine The Pain. She's gonna get me some more stuff. Oh, the camera angle is calm. Yeah, man. I just had to give it a second. Camera angle. Now we're back up in this. We're back up in here. You know what I'm saying? Warriors is a classic. Yeah, you know it. Warriors classic. Yeah, I'm showing my age a bit, but that's a classic. Talk sense makes sense. This is what I'm trying to listen. Mr. Perfect man said talk sense makes sense, but it's also like she wants to be over here making money. She wants to be doing what we're doing. Do you get me? Like, so she's already behind us because she's getting banned and kicked off platforms for hate speech, and she's losing her way to make money because she doesn't even understand whatever. That's why she's so scared about talking about the J's, because she knows that if I go there, then I'm gonna get no money. You know what I mean? Front facing camera. I'll do the front facing thing, man. I'll do it. You know what it is? Over Christmas, I'm gonna do it, innit? I'm gonna do it. Like, I like this setup, but you guys want me to do the front facing thing. I can do that still. I'll just flip the camera, man. I got another camera coming because I want to do side camera and front camera. When I get my other camera that comes in, I'm gonna do it, innit? So let me just wait for my other camera to come in because I want to be able to flip between the side shots and the front. Do you get me? So when I get that, yeah, just hang with me. Let me get some bread and then we'll get some side shots. You guys send me some bread, watch some streams and that. I'll get the money, then I'll go reinvest it. At least you know that I'm not out there spending it on OnlyFans girls and that. At least you know when you send me your money, I'm not out here spending it on OnlyFans gal. You know what I mean? Yeah. Let's just, you know what I mean? So Warriors come out to play. That guy was bro, that man had some serious beef, man. The whole city. Do you remember when the prostitutes tried to get them as well? Like, the whole city tried to get them down, man. The whole city tried to get them down. Like, it don't even make no sense, man. But look, guys, please subscribe to the channel, turn notification bells, go check out all my next content. We shall be streaming again tonight, well, tomorrow, from I would say from about 8:39 we'll be streaming again. We'll do a few hours tomorrow as well, stream, and we're gonna go through some stuff as well. I'm just appreciative of all of my community, man. Like when I first was doing this Elaine The Pain thing, I thought to myself, you know what, like, I know what it's gonna cause. Some people are gonna say things, some people are gonna be whatever, but it's like I just knew I have to stand for what was right. And she was coming at me before and I didn't do it. And she came at Ginger J and I didn't do it. But when she came at me the other week and I was busy, then I saw the Clue thing. I said, no, it's enough now. Like, and I felt so bad for Clue because he's getting his dead dad dissed and he's getting his mom, and everyone's like being okay with it. And I'm like, this is not okay. We can't stand for this. So I just had to do something, innit? And I had to stand up for what was right. And it just seems that a lot of people stood up with me, like in the views and the comments. I'm going to be honest, a lot of people stood up with me and they saw what was wrong. And that kind of just makes me feel a little bit better about people and that, innit? Do you get me? Humanity and that. When people can see something and people don't feel no way but to call it out. Do you get me? Like, so yeah, that's all it is. Oh, big up Maria, man. Big up Maria with a £10 super chat. She says, and thank you for not making this a black woman thing. To hold pole people accountable, you need to focus on the behavior of that person. Listen, This can never be about black women. Black women are beautiful. Black women are amazing. So this can never be about black women. Do you understand? This can never be about black women because black women are beautiful. Black women are amazing. This is about a specific black woman who is bringing down the ethnic image of other black women. That's all it is. And we got to hold this black woman and make sure that the other black women who do not fall into where her category are, you know what I mean? They're separated. And this is what this was about. You know what I mean? So Maria, I really appreciate your £10 super chat. You get me? Like, and you've been very active in the chat today as well. So I appreciate that because you could be anywhere tonight. You decided to be here. So don't ever think that I don't appreciate that, because that allows me not to be selling out. Like, you know what I mean? I don't have to rely on brands or deals or all these things where it has to stop me from speaking to you how I want to speak to you. I can just speak to you how I want to speak to you, and then you guys can just support me how you want to support me. And then I'm here. You can't get rid of me. You can't cancel me because my audience don't cancel me. Do you get me? And I'm just trying to show you where the power lies. So big you up. You know what I mean? Big you up. Dead dad getting this as mind games. Yeah, I did the right thing, man. Sometimes in life you just got to do the right thing.
Yeah, that's it. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're so welcome. Honestly, again, thank you so much for coming, and I appreciate you. And yeah, man, I hope a lot of people can take a lot of note from this actual episode and moving forward. Guys, if you made it this far, thank you so much.
TikTok is too toxic. People have...
Listen, Elaine the blood clot Pain. Elaine the Pain. Your ass clap. Elaine the Pain. You guys gonna be like, listen to this Jafakan. I'm just having a bit of banter before one of you guys come to and be like, you know what I mean? But look, guys, we reacted. Look, almost 4 hours stream. But do you get me? Like, you know what I mean? 4 hour stream. We had. Let me pick up everyone that sent me some money today. Big up Yasser for the $4.99 super chat. He said salute China. Yasser, I appreciate you, man. So I'm saying to you, definitely appreciate you. Shout out to HC6417. He said the Smeg fridge took me out. I can't lie. She was built like a Smeg fridge 1960s edition. Do you get me? Then HC, he hit me with another super chat, £10 super chat, and he said, this woman is a shining example of how narcissism some of these black feminists have become. They want to disrespect black men anytime they like, but they have 100% agency over the moral high ground. Big up Karma. Karma hit me with a £20 super chat and said, blessings fly high. Yeah, man. Thank you, Karma. I appreciate those blessings. And then Merck hit me with a £20 super chat, and Merck said halal just means lawful, reciting the blessing in the name of Allah the greatest for the ummah. Not all Asians eat halal. Shook to say Jews and Muslim. Big you up as well, because that's a little bit of education for us. So he's just letting us know that, look, halal meat is for everyone. It just means reciting the blessing in the name of Allah the greatest. Do you understand? Oh, Karma, you hit me with another one. Hey, Karma hit me with a £40. That's 220s, 2 scores up. So Karma, big you up, says the name Elaine The Pain belongs to an Asian girl. Hypocrisy at its best. He's not lying. He is not lying. So I'm just hitting screens over here. He's not lying. He's not lying. Let's Elaine The Pain. Look. Y'all think it's jokes, man? Y'all think it's jokes? Look, Elaine The Pain. That's Elaine The Pain. Yeah. Elaine The Pain is the nickname for Elaine Boyack, a long-serving, often exasperating social worker from CBBC's children's series, The Story of Tracy Beaker, portrayed by actress Nisha Nayar. Nisha's an Asian woman. Okay, that's Elaine The Pain. All right. That's Elaine The Pain. This is the real Elaine The Pain. All right. This is not a black woman. So we have, just so you guys know, this is who she modeled herself on. So the woman that is currently boycotting Asian businesses modeled her whole identity on the Asian woman. They kind of look alike, to be fair. I'll be real. They kind of look alike. So this woman modeled her whole thing was based, and this is what she did. All right. So I'm just gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it at that. The woman that wants to boycott Asian businesses, Elaine The Pain. So it's funny when she said she searched Clue's name and nothing came up. Cluedo, but we search your name and that Asian woman comes up. So Elaine, what are we doing here? Hey? Like, what are we really doing here? You get me? Yeah? Shoot, instant, shoot. I'm gonna block you permanently because I already know that you ain't got no dad in your life and how you respond. And when I see men trying to troll grown men, I just lets me know you were not born with a father in your life, because a father would have taught you this is not how men move. Do you understand? So we need to push you to the feminine section where the women are. Do you understand? All the women are. You get me? Yeah? So now you're gone. You're gone too far, Sanka. You're gone. Hey, she's gone. Hey guys, listen, please subscribe to my channel. I take it all of you guys have I take it all of you guys subscribe to the channel. I appreciate everybody. Please subscribe to the channel, like the video. I appreciate everyone that supported me in the super chats. I think I was trying to get through the wait, hold on, I think I was trying to do that before I went. Let me just do that one more time. Yasa, HC, big you up again. Karma, big up Merk, big up Karma, and big up Maria. I appreciate all of you guys. Tune in tomorrow. My name is Shan. I'm the Mandan's voice. Please like, comment, subscribe, turn notification bell so you never miss an upload. And we are out.